Silk Sports back with another live stream. Today, we will be doing it, reacting to the second draft that we have done here on Ben Silk Sports, and that is the NBA draft. We actually did part of this draft back, I believe, 2022. Or 23. It was the draft that Wemby got drafted, I believe. That was actually the first live stream I've had on this channel of the draft. And we're back here again in 2026. We're going to be doing the whole shebang till pick number 30. I'm Ben Silk reacting to the draft tonight. You can tune on in, get live updates on the draft, so forth. If we hit 50 viewers, we're going to do the hot sauce challenge live on air. We've got to get to hit to 50 concurrent viewers, so 50 people watching the live stream at once. Let's make this happen. So, yeah, thank you for tuning on in. It's going to be a good one tonight. And, my bad, I should have had the draft board up for you guys already. Actually, I forgot to make a graphic on that. Got so much going on today. But, yeah, let's talk about, we don't need a graphic for this. The team picking first, the Washington Wizards. You got AJ Dembonska, and you got Darnell Peterson. Two great picks here, but the obvious number one pick, it seems to be, is gonna be AJ Dembonska. Just the obvious number one pick. He has a future in, obviously, top player skills. Didn't watch a ton of him in college, but what I've seen, this guy is pretty damn good. But so is Peterson, who was the obvious number one pick throughout the season, but then Dembonska jumped him more recent, and it's gonna be a good one. But be commentating, giving live reaction of the NBA draft, which is going on at Brooklyn right now, in Brooklyn, not too far from here. And yeah, but yeah, AJ Dembonska or Darnell Peterson, who will go first? It sounds like it's a lock for AJ Dembonska, but you never know. Yeah, that's for sure. But you look at the order for tonight. Top, you got the Wizards. Then you got the Utah Jazz. Following the Utah Jazz, you have the Memphis Grizzlies. Then the Chicago Bulls pick. Then you got the Clippers picking at 5. The Brooklyn Nets pick at 6. The Kings pick at 7. The Hawks pick at 8. Picking at 9 is Dallas Mavericks. Going to try to get a weapon to help Cooper Flag out. Then you got the Milwaukee Bucks picking at 10. Just traded away their best player in Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Heat. Then you got the Warriors picking 11th. You have the Thunder picking 12th. You have Giannis's new team, the Miami Heat, picking 13th. You have the Hornets picking 14th. Try to get a weapon to help out Con Knipple or LaMelo Ball. That team has a bright future, and I honestly could see them making it far in the playoffs next year, which I'll get more into a bit tonight, as I'll break down each team a little bit as they're on the clock, if we got time, depending on the timing for the team. But looks like you got Adam Silver making his remarks. Draft will officially be open in a second, as wait for it to officially start. But then at 15, to get back in the order, you got the Bulls. Then 16th is the Grizzlies. The draft is officially open, and the Wizards are on the clock. We already got them up there. They got 5 minutes for their selection. It's not a lot of time. The Washington Wizards, see what they're going to do here. So, you got Grizzlies picking 16th. The Thunder picking 17th. Picking 18th is the Charlotte Hornets. 19th, the Raptors. 20th, the Spurs. 21st, the Pistons. 22nd, the 76ers, who suck, by the way. Then you got the Hawks. Then you got the Knicks. Then you got the Lakers. Then 26th, you got the Nuggets. 27th, you got the Boston Celtics. 28th, you got the Timberwolves. 29th, you got the Cavaliers. And 30th, you got the Mavericks. So the Wizards, you look at their draft, and they don't look to really be having a heated discussion. As, yeah, it looks like it's going to be the Wizards. Yeah, Wizards already have a decision going into this one. Wizards already have their pick. It's probably going to be AJ Dembonska, but for some reason they're going to let the clock round down to 10 seconds because they like to make it dramatic, just like the NFL. Let's talk about this Wizards team. They have been in the dumps for a long time, and I don't know what their future holds, but last season they were able to grab Trae Young. They were able to grab Anthony Davis. Some optimism, maybe, future. Right now, though, it looks like Anthony Davis wants to leave, and Trae Young is hitting free agency. They're trying to sign Trae Young back, but I think I said A.J. Brown. I don't know why, because he just went to the Patriots. But Trae Young and Anthony Davis. Not A.J. Brown, Anthony Davis. We have Trae Young. Trae Young hitting free agency. Decided to go free agency, but still trying to work out a deal with the Wizards. Or will he decide to go somewhere else? If they take Dembonska tonight, it may have a say if he comes back or not, honestly. Like, you may be waiting just to see how the draft plays out. It's hard. The first pick's hard to screw up, but you never know, I guess. But, yeah, Trae Young back to the Wizards. It's a possibility, but he could decide to go somewhere else. So I think if they do get Trae Young back, they do get Anthony Davis, who's washed, but still will be a solid, just veteran presence to that team. And then they finally do the pick is in with like a minute left or something. You do get Dembonska or Peterson. That team could be good, but then they don't have a winning like their office isn't like winning built, so or winning system. So we'll see. There's a lot of questions, and yeah, we're gonna see that for sure. Sources telling me the Wizards have already re-signed Trae Young. This may have been these last few hours that I have missed. We'll look in a second, but it looks like the commish is about to announce the pick. If I was Trae Young, I would keep my options open about going somewhere else. But let's see what the NBA thing says. It said I saw something that it was likely they would sign him, but nothing's official. Yeah, I don't see anything on here. Yeah, they have nothing on the NBA website says the Wizards have officially re-signed Trae Young. So, if they do re-sign Trae Young, this team could be dangerous. But, obviously, there's so much to see. There's rumors he wants to go to Phoenix as well, which that would be a good signing for them. A team that's not as good as they used to. They just need a big playmaker in their prime. I think Trae Young would really fill that spot. But now, as the pick is in, we wait for the commish to come on out and announce it. Is it gonna be Peterson or Dembonska? That's the question. Or will the Wizards pull the unthinkable and take a Boozer or someone else? Will they pull the surprise in taking Walker, like Jaguars didn't take in Walker instead of Aiden Hutchinson. Still can't get over that. Or the Browns taking Baker Mayfield over Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Or the Bears taking Patrick Mahomes. No, not taking Patrick Mahomes. And taking Mitchell Trubisky. But I feel confident taking Jablonski here. That's the way to go as the commish comes on out. And the Washington Wizards, with the first overall pick, it's going to select. Wait for it. A.J. Jablonski. No surprise from BYU. A forward will go first overall. And the Wizards will grab him here. A.J. Jablonski, a Washington Wizard, as they select him first overall. He was the obvious pick here. Peterson was in the conversation. By the end of the day, he was the guy, and he's going to make, if Trae Young and Anthony Davis, especially if they stay, he is going to make a great addition to the team. But regardless, he's going to make a great addition to that franchise, a player that franchise that has gotten so unlucky over the years needed. The Wizards are a team that always are on the bottom, and they never get lucky getting the first overall pick. They finally do, and he may be the exact player that they needed. A.J. Jablonski gonna head up. A great pick for the Wizards. Very great pick. It's gonna help him a ton in the future. And we're now gonna head to the second overall pick, where we now have the Jazz, who are on the clock. Grizzlies are up at third. And let's see, the Jazz are going to take now second overall as Boozer's in the conversation, but this is really a lock for Peterson for the Jazz. Peterson played great for Kansas, was the top pick throughout the season, projected number one pick till Jablonski showed up, and Peterson, I feel like, is going to be the way to go here. But yeah, we will see. As pick is now in, and yeah, still trying to see if there's any news about Trae Young officially signed to the Wizards. Does not look like there is. So that news I got is false. But anyway, you got Peterson, Darnell Peterson, and the Boozer. Those are the top two. Does seem like Peterson's the easy pick here, but the Jazz may make it interesting. Go Boozer, but I feel like they go Peterson here. But Boozer would be in the conversation for sure. A solid pick as well. It's been great in the NBA or in the college football, and we will see. But it'll be the first pick, A.J. Jablonski. The Jazz are now have 2 minutes left on the clock. I'm sure they already decide who they picked, but they're letting the clock tick. And we take a look at this Jazz team. They got a long way to go. A long way. I don't think they're going to be able to do anything next year, but maybe in the next 10. They got some potential. If they grab Peterson here, continue to rebuild, well, with the new tanking system, the new drafting system, it's going to make it harder for them. But eventually, they hopefully will be able to rebuild. I think the Jazz could be back in it, let's say in like 8 to 10 years. But Jazz are going to be a solid team, I feel like, in the future. As the pick is in for Utah. Gonna see who they go with here. Is it Peterson? Is it Boozer? Probably Peterson, but we will see. As the pick is in. Thank you, everyone, tuning on in. It's been a very predictable start to the draft. with the shocker of the night, AJ Dubonska going first overall to the Wizards. I don't think anyone saw it coming yet. Very predictable, like I said. And this pick should be pretty predictable too, with Darnell Peterson going right here. But yeah, we'll see. There are rumors about the Jazz going the surprise and taking Boozer here, but we're going to find this out right now as pick is in. See what the commish has to say. I was going to wait for the commish to come on out. Is Darnell Peterson... Is he the way to go here? Is he going to be the pick? He's the obvious pick here. Are they going to stick with him? But Peterson, it may be the piece that the Jazz need to start to build a future around. I'm going to find that out now. I think Peterson, obviously, the right pick here. Like I was saying, I think he's the perfect piece to build a future around. It's great to have in there. Be a future star. He is a future star in the NBA, and I think it's a piece that they need. And I gotta say, I do like we finally have like these not as good teams getting these top picks. Probably only gonna last a year with the new rules, but I gotta like it because it's much better than having all these super teams like the Spurs and Thunder. But now the commish is out for his second pick, and with the second pick, the Utah Jazz take Darnell Peterson from Kansas, guard. A very surprising, not surprising pick here as the Jazz grab Peterson, snag him up with the second overall pick. And grab him here as all hugs for Peterson and the Jazz. I don't think anyone saw this pick coming, and Peterson, a highly projected number one pick throughout the season. Dubonska did take over the lead rankings as the year went on, but Peterson is a pretty solid player, and he is going to be a great weapon to build a team around in the NBA. And we did call one game with Anthony and Kevin, the Kansas game with him in it, and he was balling out. He was basically that whole team, the star, great team around him, and Kansas didn't really have an amazing team, and he really showed up. It was against Arizona. He really helped keep Kansas in that game, and that just shows you what a weapon he is and what a great player he is for leading a team, and this guy has a future in the NBA. Now, with that, we move on to the third overall pick. That is going to be the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis Grizzlies, now on the clock. Do they go a Boozer here, or do they go Wilson from North Carolina? That is the question. Just want to make sure, yeah. I want to check something quickly. Just hold tight. Alright, so we're freaking cracking back. So do the Grizzlies go Boozer here, or do they go Wilson from North Carolina? It's a flop up. Wilson, I don't really watch him play a ton, mainly so because I only watch college basketball during March Madness, and North Carolina didn't make it that far this year if you did not follow March Madness. However, wait, what is that saying? Sham alert. Yeah, apparently the Jazz met with Peterson over the weekend, so this seems like it's been a done deal for a bit. But Wilson, I didn't really get to see him play much, but what I've heard, he is a solid player to take. Or you go Boozer, which has been phenomenal. Cam Boozer from Duke led that Duke team make it far. Of course, coming short to UConn. But Boozer has been phenomenal. Cameron Boozer, I think he's the way to go here. Obviously, I haven't seen much of Wilson, but Boozer is the guy to go with for sure. But you take a look at the Grizzlies. They got some question marks coming in this season. John Morant. You got Jackson. That team. They got their playmakers, but right now they're in a little bit of a question mark. Just loop error. I don't know what to call it. Error. Trying to figure that team out and just figuring out the future. I think Boozer would be a solid player just to help with that there. Just maybe a player that will help the Grizzlies get back to the right direction, assuming they do lose Morant. But yeah, let's see. The commission's out. Let's see who they take. With the third pick in the NBA draft, the Grizzlies select Cam Boozer, forward from Duke. Yeah, no shock here. Cam Boozer goes third overall to the Memphis Grizzlies. A great pick here as former Duke basketball player, and Cam Boozer goes here. Another Duke player to go in the top, in the top of the first round. Of course, last year you had Con Knipple and I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on his name, but yeah, you had multiple players go high, and yeah, but Cam Boozer goes here, heading to the Grizzlies, and I honestly think this is a good pick. You look at their future, I think he's a great playmaker to put in there. The future very questionable going around Morant. Then you also have the future going questionable with Jackson. Just that whole team. Who knows what we're going to see. I think Boozer is a great additional playmaker to put in there. And he'll help this Grizzlies team out. I think he's going to be an important player, a big player there for the Grizzlies in the future. But now, you got the team that the one and only GOAT played on. Picking next, that is going to be the Chicago Bulls. Michael Jordan, the GOAT of this team, to 6 championships in the 90s. But since then, it's been a bit of a tough road for them to get back. Will they be able to draft a player here that will finally get them back to the point? Who knows? But yeah, we'll see. So looking at who you got next, you got Wilson, you got Keaton Ragler. We're already getting to the players. Some players I don't even know, because I'm not really that deep into college basketball. So yeah, we're gonna see this as we go. Then you got Darius Acuff. This guy is pretty damn good. Maybe they go Acuff here. Acuff may be a good pick. Just a great weapon for the Bulls surrounding them. Acuff could be solid here. Mara, also a top player, but I think this will be a bit of a reach here if they do go Mara. I feel like they go Acuff, but we'll see. Caleb Wilson, also amazing. Wilson also a great pick here, but Acuff. There they go, Acuff, but we will see. Caleb Wilson's a guy I feel like may fall. Oh, they got the other Boozer there too. He'll be probably one of the top players in the draft next year, as he is going to go back to Duke for one more year. And there's a third guy there as well. We may be seeing another Boozer brother in the next few years. Who knows? But they're going to see. We'll see. As Cameron Boozer, the newest Memphis Grizzly, as the Bulls are on the clock. The Bulls, an interesting one. Very interesting one. Like, their future uncertain. They've had streaks to start off the season and stuff, but haven't really put their name out there the last few years. But maybe they're a few players away, a little more work, and they could get back into contention. And yeah, this Bulls team always has a shot if they're able to execute and make the right moves. But we'll see. I think they could get someone solid here to help with just their squad overall, and we'll see what they're able to do here. But pick is in. We're gonna see who Bulls are gonna grab here at number 4, and as we wait, we'll be back in a moment. Back out to Wemby for the 3, and it goes in!
Who else?
There.
Henderson.
It's going to be the
Gets
Spurs who take
This
it
time
down
for a
and get
receiving
another
touchdown. That's his
3.
third touchdown
Gobert
today.
puts it
Castle
up,
does
uses
the
his tall
loopy-loop,
body to
puts it up,
slam
and
that
puts
one
it
into
in.
the basket.
Lacius
Back out to
throw.
Wemby.
He's going to find, that's Brett Kennedy. Brett Kennedy in his offense as he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Tuskers, as Brett Kennedy will take it all the way.
Moving around, Goff, hands off. He's going to find Montgomery, fighting for the first down, gets the first down, still up to the 10, to the 5, touchdown, Lions. It bounces off.
Yeah, Flacco goes back up, finds Chase, what a catch! Touchdown, Bengals.
As Harden takes it back now. Harden up for the 3, and the 4-3 goes in. James Harden.
Barnes with it, goes back out to Shed, who puts it up for the 3 and slides it on in. Down the field, Jackson Dart, back to throw.
Welcome back now, as the commish is gonna head on out to announce they will grab Caleb Wilson with the 4th overall pick. As Caleb Wilson, he'll be a great addition to this Bulls team. Look at some of his highlights. Yeah, this guy is solid. This guy, Caleb Wilson, he is going to be a solid addition to the Bulls. Yeah, that was a quick rush back. The NBA draft is much quicker than the NFL draft. That is for sure. I'm going to try to take an eating break, but yeah, that was fast. You're already up to pick number 5. You got the Clippers on the clock. And yeah, we got a night moving very fast here. And we're going to see, let's see what the Clippers have in store with their 5th overall pick. So, take a look. Caleb Wilson to the Bulls. Pick seemed to go here. Who they go? I think they go Acuff here. Acuff, a solid pick. Just solid addition. Clippers could go him. Clippers, future looming. Who knows what is going to happen, but they do have Darius Garland and that brought some hope to their future. Of course, they got Kawhi Leonard as well, and maybe adding another solid player will help with their future a bit. But you got Acuff, you got McCall Brown. Do they go Mara here? But it is a bit of a reach for Mara. Go Wagner. They may go a surprise pick here too. Yeah, we'll see. Interested where Miller are. I saw Miller on some draft picks from UConn. Interesting. Alex Caban from UConn. I don't see Miller on here. I thought Miller was going to be like a projected first round pick. That must have not been accurate. The guy that got the game winner, game tie, or I forgot what it was in the UConn Duke game, I believe. There's been so many great games that were in March Madness this year. So, yeah, sometimes they get confusing too. But look at tonight. Something else to point out: the 13th pick to the Heat. That is to go to the Bucks. They just like to confuse us and not make the pick official for some reason. Whoever the Heat take 13th is gonna go to the Bucks. As got a minute left for the Clippers pick. So they come on, take their pick 5th overall, and the Clippers, we'll see. Just 2 seasons ago, they made the play-in. What we see from them this year, they're a team that started off the season rough last year. Rough. And then they turned it around, and they were in the play-in last year. They were in the play-in, and they made it far, yeah. Yeah, they lost to Golden State in the play-in, and yeah, from a team that started off pretty bad, they had a pretty great second half of the season. Are they going to use that momentum to come back into this season, and maybe we'll see some greatness from the Clippers. They got Garland now. In my opinion, an upgrade from Harden. And, we'll see. But Adam Silver about to come back out to announce the 5th pick. And at some point, we got to talk about the new, lottery rules as well. Anti-tanking rules. Heard Adam Silver was talking about pre-draft. Yes, I understand anti-tanking. Tanking is a thing in the sport, though. That's a thing teams do historically. You gotta understand that. The new rules, it's just gonna make more super teams, which is gonna suck. But yeah, hopefully it'll be like what we also see for the new NASCAR playoff rules. Hopefully it won't last long, because there's some things in sports that they're changing, and it's not making it better for the sport, and this is one of them. Of course, you talk about the NASCAR playoffs as another one. They just made it by points now. Be a lot less exciting and a lot less deserving. But now with the 5th pick, the Clippers are going to select Keaton Wagner, who's the top guy here, takes the top guy from the board. From Illinois, a guard, as the Clippers will grab him here. And yeah, Wagner, it's going to be an LA Clipper. Great addition to that squad. We'll see what he does. Illinois, team that had a high seed in March Madness, made it far, and yeah, he's going to be a solid addition for the Clippers. Now you got the one and only Brooklyn Nets onto the clock. Let's try to find the Nets over here. There we go. And the Nets. The Nets, they got really unlucky. They keep getting unlucky with the pick. Even the Wizards finally got lucky, but the Nets did not. It's their home, even their home draft, and they get unlucky. And yeah, the Nets had all hopes to get a high pick, maybe get one of the 3 stars, and Boozer, Peterson, or Dubonska, and somehow the draft lottery, gave them their worst odds, and sent them to the 6th overall pick. And yeah, here they are now. Pick number 6. We will see who they take here. But yeah, Brooklyn Nets, 6th overall. Obviously, they need a lot of help. They obviously just acquired Julius Randle, who is going to be a solid addition to Brooklyn. Now, they did lose Nick Claxton in return. But Julius Randle, he helped build like a winning culture in New York before Brunson took it over. For the New York Knicks, maybe he'll be able to help do something here. It's Julius Randle now a net. The Nets are on the clock. So, look at who's still available. You got Acuff, you got Fleming, who is a solid pick here from Houston. You got Mara, you got Wagner just went. You got Brown Jr., Michael Brown Jr. from Louisville. Yeah, there's a lot of good picks here. You can't really go wrong based on what I've heard of these guys. Brooklyn Nets, they're going to get someone solid here. This is a stacked draft class. Get someone great for just an addition here. But the Nets next season, I hate to say it, Nets fans, I feel for you, but it's not going to be your year. Yeah, all the Nets fans I know, I feel for you, but you got a bit of ways off from being able to win. But it's coming soon that Harden, Durant, Irving, Big Three really messed them up for the next century. But they're a young team. If they keep getting great picks with these draft picks they've acquired and stuff, who knows? I believe they got a few picks from Irving and then like next 2 drafts. So yeah, we'll see. But the Knicks, they have a future, but it's ways off. For now, the Knicks are the New York team, not the Nets. But still on the clock. Looks like the pick may be in here for the Nets. And yeah, the pick is in. Do they go Acuff? Do they go Flemings? They could go Berries. Braden Berries from Arizona could be a good pick here, though. Then he did have a winning team built around him, so that brings out some question marks. But he was solid in the game. Few Arizona games that I called this past year. And of course, you got Mar, who's up there, who's amazing. I think I wound up doing 3 or 4 Michigan games from March Madness, and he was great in every single one of them. And he'd be a great big man for any team. If somehow the Celtics would trade up and get him, I'd like that. I'd really like that. We could use a big man. He'd be a perfect fit. But yeah, we'll see as I wait to find out. Those are the top players right now. You also got Michael Brown from Louisville. Will he be able to do something? As the Nets, it looks like, have made their pick. And we're now just going to wait for their commish to come out and announce it. As I know, the second I send this to commercial, the commission will come out. We got a fast pace. Just how fast paced these picks are. As the Knicks fans, the home team, are ready for their selection. As Adam Silver comes out with the 6th pick in the NBA draft, the 2026 NBA draft. They're gonna take the guy from Louisville, Michael Brown Jr., the guard. He was ranked 3rd, and they grab him here. Maybe a bit of a reach, but Miko Brown is going to be taken here by Louisville, 6th overall. And that's going to be a solid pick by the Nets there. He's going to be a solid addition to their team. As now, next up, you got the Sacramento Kings. So they come up ready. The Kings now on the clock. Then followed by the Atlanta Hawks. Wait for that scoreboard. Did not come out great. Did not. Really did not. You will see what I mean when it comes out. But all the other ones look pretty dang good. Yeah, the Kings are now going to be on the clock. And, yeah, Miko Brown from Louisville. The Nets go with the Louisville guy here. Solid pick for them. Going to help them just throughout. It looks like a solid addition to the team. You look at his movement. Great underhand pass in that game, that play. Now, he has the skill. All these players are solid additions for sure. There's a reason why he's being taken this high. Now you got the Kings on the clock. Who knows what we're going to see from the Kings? Like, really, who knows? The Kings have too many question marks, and I don't know. The Kings may have a bit of time since losing De'Aaron Fox, who then went on to help the Spurs lose the NBA Finals. They have not been the same team, and they were a team that they were solid each year. You had them having 48 wins. They did not make the playoffs, even though they were a play-in team that season. That was a few seasons ago with De'Aaron Fox, and yeah, will the Kings get a solid addition here as they're going to take it 7th overall? Do they go A-Cuff? A-Cuff could be a solid addition. I feel like he could be a future star in the NBA. I think he'd be a good pick here, but we're going to find that out for sure. As, yeah, the pick is in for the Kings. A-Cuff going to Dallas or Hawks. He'd be solid. As now the Kings pick is in. And that room that they're interviewing it, I'm like, was that pre-recorded or something? It looks like it. Apparently it's right next to the stage. Like, that looks like a nice room. Like, there's no way that's in the draft room, but they have, like, a whole set on the side of the stage. Very interesting. But to the Kings this season, honestly, I don't feel they're going to do much. Like, they're probably going to do very little this season, but we'll see for sure. As, I don't know what to expect from the Kings. But maybe like 5 years down the line, they'll be back in it. But, yeah, I don't have much to say about the Kings, as you could probably tell. But then you got the Hawks and Dallas up next. These two teams got an opportunity to snag a solid player just to help support their supporting cast. They already got a great team. Both these teams are set for the future. Got some great playmakers in Koopa Flag. You got Irving for now. You have just solid. And then on the Hawks, you have CJ McCollum, who is a free agent but likely to go back. And just a great team around him and just a great team built for the future there. They get one of these guys on the board. It's going to help them even more. As those are two winning franchises as well. They got just winning culture, winning system, and yeah, the reason why they're up high. But now the Kings selection is in. the Sacramento Kings are gonna select Darius Acuff from Arkansas. I think this is a good pick here. Acuff, 7th overall. Damn, I would have liked to see him go to the Hawks on Mavericks. I think he would have made a huge difference there. But still, he may be the next coming of De'Aaron Fox for the Kings. He may be the player that they needed to build a future around. Darius Acuff, I know him as Acuff, is heading to the Kings. I honestly feel like this is a very good pick here at 7, and it's going to help this team out. He's going to be a playmaker that they need, and maybe he'll have enough to lead this team on a run, maybe to a play-in. But Acuff is the pick here, and as he gets his picture with the commish, and yeah, he is the 25-26 SEC Player of the Year. That just shows you how good of a player he is. And the moment now, folks. The moment you've all been waiting for, probably for the last 5 minutes. You got the Hawks score bug. Oh, I forgot. I mean, it's a little better than it was. Before it was like black and white. Or it was black. All black. There was some... I made it look a little better, but it's still not great. It still looks like a kid's drawing or something. But, yeah, Hawks are up at 8th now. And the Hawks have high potential this season. You look at the one they went on throughout last season. And they're not going to stop. That young team led by Johnson. You got CJ McCollum. They have a winning system going. They got a system because you lose your best player and you play better. That just shows you it's all system. And we've seen a lot of teams succeed with system. They get another solid player here just to help out that system more. Anyway, I feel like the Hawks are going to be a solid team next year. We may be looking at a 1 or 2 seed even. They're looking to be that good. And probably a first or second round playoff exit. But I think they could... They're a team potentially for like 53, 54 wins. But maybe even higher. You never know. Because the Hawks ended the season on fire. So are the Hornets. But yeah, Hawks especially. The Hawks are going to be a solid addition. But who will the Hawks take at 8? Mara, they do need a center. Mara would be a good pick here, I think. Who you guys think? Comment below. But I think, honestly, they do go Mara here. I'll give them the big man. And help them build for their future. Yeah, I'd go Mara. You could go... Go Fleming here as well. Braden Burries from Arizona. Lenderborg. I think Mara is the pick to go here for the Hawks. Otherwise, I think he goes at 9 to the Mavericks if he doesn't go here. But yeah, the pick is in. Let's see what they do here at number 8. You just missed it. Darius Acuff did go to the Sacramento Kings. And yeah, will he be the next coming of De'Aaron Fox for the Kings? What they need, of course, besides the part where then he goes to the Spurs and costs them a championship. But will it be what the Kings need? As Hawks are now on the clock. And as we go to commercial, we'll be back in one moment.
Back
it
out
is
to
73
throw.
degrees
Walling
here today in
goes
Glasgow,
up,
New
and it's
Jersey.
going to be
Today,
caught.
we have
Who
the
else?
Rowan Hawks
Henderson.
as they take on Kane. As now is going to throw the ball. It goes up, and it's in the air. It's gone. And the Profs are going to be able to come up with it there. That's going to be Dorsey who comes up with it for the Profs, and that's 2 outs already to start off in the first. It's going to send it, and it's going to be a low hit going across towards the middle, and McCoach will get to first.
Really be effective here.
It's going to be a low hit there, and Kane able to come up with it. 1 out. They're going to take it on home. Did he make it?
Yes.
And it's going to be a run, and the Profs are going to take a 1-0 lead early in this one. Let's take a look at what happened there again. A low ball that the catcher was not able to come up with it, and yeah, Profs see the opportunity.
Now you're ahead in the count. That's what you want to do to beat this team.
Sends it up. It's going up, and the Profs are going to be able to come up with it. And that will be out number 1 for the top of the second. Out there, sends a pitch as it goes up, and the ball is up in the air, and it will be taken on in to end the top of the second inning. It's gonna send it there, a low hit there as it goes through the middle, ball still loose, and he'll make it to first base. Case plays it safe there. Goes up, and it's gonna be loose. And they're gonna take it around as they will take it back for 1. Still gonna remain a 1-0 count here as Messino back up at bat. They try to do it again, and we got a loose ball there. Messino taking advantage of this to second, to third, and now safe on third. Take a look at this again. Gonna send it a low bat there. They get the catch, and just fast movement there. Sends it right to first base. So gonna send it back, and the ball is gonna be sent away up in the air, and the Profs are gonna come up with it as McCoach is able to hold on to it, and that is gonna do it for the top of the third. What a good job by McCoach to get to the ball there and take it for the out. Bogart back up. He's gonna swing it a low bunt here as he's gonna try to get to first, and a quick out there as Kane throws it right back to first, and yeah, that will be the third out, and that will do it for the third season. As gonna send the pitch, goes up high.
Commission back on to announce the 8th pick. Quick from the commercial as with the 8th pick in the NBA draft, the Hawks are going to take Kingston Flemings from Houston. They do not go Mara here. Flemings is the pick, 8th overall. A solid pick here for the Hawks. And Flemings is the pick. A guard from Houston. Take a look at where he sat on the board. I believe he was the top guy. So Flemings go here, and does Dallas go Mara next? They do need a center. I think he'd be a solid addition, or the Bucks probably take him, because why not? But yeah, Flemings is Kingston Flemings from Houston is going to be the Hawks pick here. His first team in all Big 12 this past year. As he is the pick number 8 overall. That leads you to the team up next, who is going to be the Dallas Mavericks. And Cooper Flag, you got Irving, and you got a big young team around both of them. What weapon are they going to need to improve that team? They got basically almost everything set up, and yeah, we'll see. But for now, you got Dallas taking 9th overall. I think they go Mara. They need a big man. They got, what's his name? Is kind of a big man, but he's not really. Like Lively. He is the center, but is he really a big man? He's solid though. But I feel like Mara would be a good addition, but they do have Lively, so we'll see what they go with here as Mavs are on the clock. They got 5 minutes to make their pick. They have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. That team, they got a lot of weapons. They still have Thompson. Like, this is a good damn team. Like, this team is making the playoffs next year. You're hearing it here first. Cooper Flag, breakout season, playoffs, maybe even top 4 seed. I think this Mavs team's going to be good. Not play-in, playoffs for sure. They just have a winning culture. And, yeah, I think we're going to see this team make a big jump this year. As now the pick is in for the Dallas Mavericks. And who will they take here? The 9th pick. Interesting spot here as the Mavericks. Will they make the move as the Mavericks could get someone that could really help out Cooper Flag, Kyrie Irving, and that squad here. But we'll see. And Kyrie Irving's getting old. Cooper Flag's going to need more help. He's going to need a solid number 2. There may be a solid number 2 available right here as pick will be announced. It looks like in a few moments as the pick is in. Top players here is Nate Ahmet, Ade Mara, Braden Burries. Burries, honestly, may be the way to go here. Lenderborg, Ahmet too. These are all great picks. And then we get to guys I don't know in Steinbach. But you do have Lively, but he's not fully a center. He's a center, but then he's not. Mara may be a good pick here. Lenderborg, he's also pretty damn good. I think he'd make a big addition and a great number 2 to Cooper Flag for a long term after Irving leaves. Then you got Ahmet. I don't know a ton about Ahmet, but what I've heard, he is solid too, and I think he could make a playmaker, but great playmaker. But I don't know. I feel like Burries, Lenderborg, or Mara is the way to go here. Obviously, I don't know as much about Ahmet than those 3, but based on what I know about those 3, they're a solid, great pick here. As still wait the Mavericks pick. Pick is in, and Kamish is gonna come on out to announce a 9th overall pick. With the 9th pick in the NBA draft, Dallas Mavericks select Morris Johnson Jr. Okay. They reach here with the 9th pick. They don't take Mara or Lenderborg from Michigan. They go with Johnson Jr. Interesting pick here. A bit of a reach. When you watch this Michigan team, Johnson Jr. was not as good as the 2 above him. What the heck? What did they just do? This Mavericks franchise, they're great and all, but they make too many mistakes. And they go Morris Johnson Jr. with the 9th overall pick. The shocker so far of the night. And yeah, Michigan. From Michigan, the 3rd best player. He'll go first. Morris Johnson Jr. is a Dallas Maverick. The commission is even shocked as they are going to take him here. Morris Johnson Jr. is a Dallas Maverick. That is going to put the Milwaukee Bucks on the clock and give the Milwaukee Bucks the shot to pick basically anyone that they want. I did not see that coming. Yeah, Morris Johnson goes before Lendy Borg. I did not see that coming. Yeah, Morris Johnson goes before Lendy Borg and Mara. When you watch this team, they must have really saw something in Johnson that they wanted. This is a reach. If I was a Mavericks fan, I'd be pissed right now. But, yeah, this is how it goes as the Mavericks take... Yeah, they go Johnson here. He was 7th on the board. He had 2 teammates higher than him. Somehow he goes first, but I think he's still shocked. Johnson goes to the Dallas Mavericks, and he's going into a good situation, too. I get a solid pick there. Now you got the Milwaukee Bucks on the clock. I feel like they may go Mara or Met here or Berries. I think they go Mara, just make it easy. Obviously, they got a long way to go to rebuild, but maybe to contend for a play-in or something. You got Tyler Hero. Add a big man in there in Mara. Then you got Golden State and then OKC. If OKC gets Lenda Borg. Oh, damn. Or if Golden State gets Mara. Those are like the 2 pieces that both of them need. In a way. Though then they have the 2 Celtics centers in Porzingis and Horford. So they're actually probably fine without it. But yeah, Mara, if he doesn't go here, he may be falling a bit. Honestly, Bucks should not go Mara here. And then they can grab him at 13. They take Lenderborg here. Or Matt. Or Berries. And then the other 2 go to Golden State and OKC probably. And then they pick Mara up at the 13th pick. Because Thunder don't need a center. Golden State doesn't need a center. So, who knows. But Golden State there's a chance Golden State may take a center. You never know. Interesting to see what the Bucks do here. As I'm still shocked on that pick by the Mavericks, taking Johnson Jr. 9th overall over his 2 teammates who played better than him. And yeah, now you got the Bucks. The pick is in. Looks like facing towards the stage. The commish is about to come on out. As let's see what the commish has to say here. Just thinking, what happened to Ty Washington? That guy had potential a few years ago in the draft. And I don't know, we just never saw anything from him. I really don't know what happened to Ty Washington. But that was a guy I felt like he was a dark horse guy that could just make a great impact on another team. But yeah, the guy went on, I think, to play in the G League and stuff. Nate Ahmet. So the Bucks have Nate Ahmet. He's the top guy. They go Nate Ahmet here. Or Mara. I think Lenderborg's a good pick here, too. Also, I don't really want to see Lenderborg go to the Thunder or the Warriors. I always liked the player. And it'd be hard not just to see him in those uniforms and not to root for him. So, we'll see. Bucks. I do think the Bucks are probably going to go Ahmet here. He is the top player, and he is a solid pick for them. But let's see. The commish is out. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Braden Berries from Arizona. How about that? Ranked 4th on the list I have right next to me. Braden Berries. It's going to be picked up by the Bucks. Honestly, a solid addition. He he was phenomenal. Just a great weapon for Arizona. And we'll see what he does in the NBA. But I think he is a great addition, for sure. And yeah, the Bucks take him at number 10. And now you have the Golden State Warriors up next. As the Warriors, they're going to take the 11th overall pick. They got a stacked team. Like, talk about they're regressing, not playing as good. They still got a stacked team. Just players that are older, not playing as good. So, just look at what they need to work on, who they could get to make this team better, change things up a bit. I think Lendeborg or Ahmet are two solid picks here. I feel like they could go either one. And I think both of them will just help make this team better overall. But yeah, let's see. The Warriors, they got question marks. Of course, you got the rumors as well coming up that they may pick up LeBron in free agency. Personally, I think he's going back to the Lakers, but Warriors, Steph Curry getting older. They're just not the same team anymore, and they could try to get a playmaker here just to help them out a little bit, maybe start to build around for their future. But you got this coming season. I think the Warriors will be back. Of course, you had Jimmy Butler was injured. Steph was injured part of the year. I think they're going to be back in the playoff conversation this year, but obviously still not the same level as they were a few years back. But I think the Warriors are going to be back in it, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll see. I think they could get another great weapon to help them out as well. As they're on the clock. Only issue is a stacked team like the Warriors and the Thunder. Like, how much is this playing time? Is this player that they take here gonna get as well? Like, we may not see them play as much. Personally, probably not a good pick just for these teams. But yeah, we will see. But anyway, yeah. Like, yeah, if I was a player for, like, I don't know if I'd want to be drafted by those two teams. Except if I wasn't as a good player and just want to go on the ride for a championship. Like, you have to be pretty good to get some playing time. And, yeah. And it's harder to develop on these teams as well, because there's not really a lot of opportunities to develop. But yeah, Golden State, let's see what they do here. Obviously, Golden State, they've been in it. Dynasty back in the 2010s. They won 3 against the Cavs. And then they won 1 in 2022. We don't need to talk about that. It just brings back bad memories. And then they've still just remained to be a team up there every year. And yeah, they got winning culture, just winning franchise built around them with Steve Kerr, and see what the Warriors are going to do here with the 11th overall pick. I'm going to take a look. Their season timeline. Yeah, they had a 37-45 record. Second fewest wins in the Steve Kerr era, and then they did make the play-in tournament. They did, but then they got eliminated in the playoff tournament by the Suns. And yeah, and Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler missed 83 games, which does show a lot. So this team is probably going to be back next year, but who knows? Looks like there's some arguing in the draft room. That's not a good sign when you only have 5 minutes to make your pick. But yeah, they gotta hurry up here. It's a little tempting as it's coming down to the wire for them. It looks like they are calling their pick in. And is Lendeborg the pick here, or do they go Ahmet? Lendeborg might be a solid addition to the Warriors, a forward. That may be the addition they need. But you got Jimmy Butler. You got a great team surrounding that. Just surrounding them. Maybe you go center here and then move on from Porzingis and Horford. It is a tough situation what to do here. But, yeah, Nademet, Lendeborg, Mara. Those are the top guys. Probably going to one of those three here. As we await to see the pick. Keep in mind who's up next. It's the OKC Thunder, one of the best teams in the NBA. And they're going to continue to have high picks, too, in the next coming years. It's scary. They're not going anywhere. As they traded for so much draft capital. Pick is in for Golden State. As we're going to see what they got here. To wait for the commish to come on out. But, yeah, I do feel Golden State's going to have a better season. How much better? That will remain to be seen, but I do think they will have a better season. So the pick is in. Who is going to be the pick here? We will find out as we wait for the commish to come on out. But yeah, this I feel like Lendeborg would be a great addition, but it's hard. This team's already has playmakers, just haven't lived up to their potential. Maybe adding a young talent, any of these guys would be a good addition here. But let's see what they do. And yeah, Golden State, just winning franchise, whatever they do, it's hard. It's probably hard to see it not working out. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, but yeah, waiting for the Denny Hamlin pick in the NBA draft. As out comes the commish with the 11th pick. Do they go Lendeborg? Do they go Ahmet? Do they go Mara? As with the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Warriors take Lendeborg here. The forward from Michigan goes 11th. Wow. Who thought Mara would be the last Michigan out of those three still available? As Lendeborg is going to be a Golden State Warrior. An amazing addition to this team. Great player to start to build a future around. And yeah, honestly, I do feel that is the right pick here for them. And they're going to execute. As now you got OKC on the clock. See what OKC has in store. As Lendeborg is a Warrior. Should he have gone to the Mavs over his teammate? Yes. But Lendeborg, second Michigan Wolverine, taken here. As now the Thunder are going to be on the clock. And the OKC Thunder, it's not going to end. They have a lot of high picks in the years to come. And that team is really set for their future. High picks obviously narrowing down, but they still got some pretty good picks from trades. Another thing to keep an eye out for, pick 28 is a reported trade. Guess it can't be official. I don't know how that works. But pick 28. It's a reported trade between the Timberwolves and the Nets. As now you look at the best available, Lendeborg heading out. You got Nate Ahmet, Dame Mara, you got Braden Berries, you got Steinbach, Lopez, you got Anderson Jr. from Texas Tech. There's some pretty good guys still available, but it is obviously heading on down. Isaiah Evans from Duke as well. Solid pick still available. Now you got pick number 12, the OKC Thunder, who are now on the clock. And yeah, as we wait for the Thunder, Lendeborg. I think Lendeborg is a good pick here for the Warriors. I think he's great decision, great to build a future around. Will be great for that franchise, and we'll see. But I feel like in years to come, he'll be top player in the NBA. But again, it's gonna be tough for him to develop. A lot of stars, a lot of talent around him, gonna make it more difficult. But then at the same time, it will help him. So now you got the OKC Thunder picking 12th overall. I feel like they go Nate Ahmet here. That's the way to go. Great player that has fallen. I think Nate Ahmet is going to be the pick here. Obviously, they already got a solid center in Chet Holmgren, so there's no need in going Mara. Nate Ahmet to the Thunder. A few moments. And you got the Bucks. If the Bucks don't take Mara, you put Mara on the Hornets, 14th overall. That is the piece that the Hornets need. Will that happen though? We'll see. But I think that would be great for the Hornets. As now, Thunder are on the clock. Their pick is in. Just gonna wait to see who they take. And yeah, we got a fast-paced moving draft. We're already about over an hour into this one tonight. Take a look at analytics. We've had people, small amount of people tune in. We've had people tune on in, and try to get that number up a little bit, hopefully, as the night goes on. But yeah, we'll see as the Thunder are on the clock. Obviously, you get 50 viewers at once. I'll do the hot sauce challenge. That's drinking the hot sauce to special spicy hot sauce all at once. We'll see how long I can do it for. That's the challenge. But pick is in. I think Ahmet is the way to go here for the Thunder. But I do like this fit in Lendeborg and the Warriors. I think that's a great fit there. And he's going to be solid there for years to come. And the colors fit there too. The Michigan colors now to the Warriors colors. Yeah, those colors are a pretty good fit. OKC up, then the Bucks, who have Miami's pick. As Lendeborg will go number 11 to the Warriors. As OKC's pick is in, we're just waiting on the commish. As OKC, talk about their season. Oh, they're gonna be back in final contention. It's nothing to be shocked about. They're gonna be back in finals contention, that's for sure. And yeah, they may win the finals next year. This team, they're a dynasty built. They have a winning culture, a winning team. Nothing's stopping them. And now they're about to add on another talent. As with the 12th pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the OKC Thunder select Aday Mara from Michigan. Wow. Aday Mara is heading to OKC. They already have Chet Holmgren. Okay. Interesting pick here. They decide to double up on center. As Ade Mara is headed to OKC. Wow. Yeah, I had to fact check. I was pretty certain Holmgren was a center. Obviously, I'm right. Why do they go another center here is what I wonder. Mara's a future star in my opinion, but I guess because Holmgren's injury prime's the only thing I can think of. They really had no one else to draft, but yeah, Ade Mara is headed to Michigan. Is headed to OKC from Michigan. And this guy's going to make a pretty good addition there. Pretty good addition. It's a Thunder. What do you expect? They have that Ukic or Jokic, or whatever his name is, guy as well. He was a center. Yeah, this is a surprising pick here. Thunder take Mara, and they get another great player. Just to add to that amazing roster already. And yeah, the Thunder are already the best team in the league. And now they're going to be even better. Oh, that's from the game I did. Over Avil. Yeah, Mara is going to make the OKC Thunder even better. When Holmgren's out, it's going to just be a solid backup center to have in there. Just making that depth look even better. That's probably why they took him, just to help with the depth. They basically have a well-surrounded team, a really deep team, so might as well take another center. Honestly, it's not a bad pick. Not a bad pick at all. It really isn't. You got the Miami Heat now up, who are trading the pick to the Milwaukee Bucks. This was in return of Giannis, and this will be the Bucks pick, though they're going to announce it in Heat colors for some reason, as that pick is already down to 2 minutes, as the Milwaukee Bucks are on the clock for the 13th overall pick. Yeah, we're going to do the score bug, make it like it should be, like how the NFL does it, not like how the NBA does it. They still have the old team on there to make it confusing, but yeah, see who the Milwaukee Bucks are going to take here, as clock is going to tick on down. I'm curious, is it the Heat picking or the Bucks picking? Are they phoning with the Bucks? I am curious how they do this. So I just grabbed some food, didn't really have dinner, trying to finish it. But yeah, it's been a good night so far. AJ Dubonska, seen some surprises. The Michigan guys, the order that they went and the teams they went to, probably been the biggest surprises of the night. But we head to a commercial break, and we'll be right back in a moment.
So I'm here with
Brian Westbrook.
And the first question I'm wondering is, who's the toughest team you've played in your career as an NFL player?
The toughest team was probably one of the Minnesota Vikings team. They had a really good defensive line, some big guys up front, Kevin and Pat Williams, but they were a very physical football team.
And growing up, who is an NFL player you looked up to?
Walter Payton. Walter Payton was the best running back ever in my book, and he's one of those guys that worked his butt off in the off season, and something that I emulated as a young man.
And Just looking at this NFL season, your thoughts so far? Who's gonna win the Super Bowl? You think so far?
The Eagles, of course, the Eagles are winning.
Eagle. And finally, what's your most proudest moment in your career?
The proudest moment is the 3 days my kids were born.
All right. Well, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Cat. Out to Brunson. Takes a three. Got it.
What a start for the Knicks. Wemby puts it up and in the middle for the three. Gonna be Fox to Champagnie for the three, and it goes up and in. Champagnie grabs another three, brings it in, tosses it up, and through the middle. Dylan Harper's great night continues.
Back in the game. Josh Hart with it. Has 3 fouls already. Trying not to get any more. Mitchell Robinson slams it down.
Back out to Champagnie for the three, and it goes through the middle. Champagnie for the three, and in to end the first half.
Brunson driving on Champagnie. Puts up the 2. This game is tied up. To McBride in the corner. Puts up the 3. Got it. Brunson makes a move on Champagnie. Puts it up for the layup. Got it. Spins. Step back. Underneath. Puts it up. Drops it through.
New York up by 6 with 35 seconds left, but they're gonna walk it on down. 105-95. The clock goes to 0, and the New York Knicks are gonna take game 1. Barnes with it, goes back out to Shed, who puts it up for the 3 and slides it on in.
Kicks out for 3, got it! Shot by, three-pointer, bang! Here Harden, double cover, kicks it in the corner, got it! That was Max Strus. Gives it to Strus, back out to Harden for 3, gives it Merrill for 3, got it! 72-59.
Sandro wings it in and slides it on in for 2 more off. Cavs take it back. Quick one to Strus. It goes in.
Hurdle to Strus for 3 as that goes in. That could very much be the dagger. It's
114-102 as Cavs hold on to it, and that will do it. Welcome back now as come back from the commercial break. Still awaiting the pick. We come back out from commercial break. Who will the Bucks take at number 13? The Heat take, even though it's really the Bucks pick. I feel like they go amend here or something. Just something to help set the Bucks in the right direction. Set them for their future. Silver comes out. Line up for his pick. It's with the 13th pick. The Miami Heat have traded the 13th pick to the Milwaukee Bucks. With the 13th pick, the Miami Heat pick who was sent to the Bucks, and the Bucks select Nate Ahmet, forward, Tennessee. Yeah, that's not a surprise here. Nate Ahmet to Milwaukee. A solid pick here. One they got through the Giannis trade, who happened late last night, which I heard about this morning. Nate Ahmet from Tennessee, now heading to Milwaukee. Now with that, you got Charlotte on the clock, the top player on the board. Easy pick here. There's not really a certain position you're looking for. The Bucks overall and just full-on rebuild. Nate Ahmet is a great first addition to that rebuild, as he's going to be the future of that team, folks. Nate Ahmet is going to be future of the Bucks, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of him as the years go on. surrounding this team in its rebuild, but now the Hornets are on the clock, and you got an amazing team set for the future. You got LaMelo Ball balling out, you got Con Knipple, and then you just got many other just solid players around the team. You got Anthony Black, just one to name. Yeah, this team is built for the future. Honestly, I could see this Hornets team doing what the Pistons did this season. The Pistons did. They were lower seed playoff team, and then they went all the way to the 1 seed. Had an amazing year. I could see this Hornets team doing exactly that. Maybe even grabbing the 1 seed. At least being a lot better than last year. And in my prediction video coming out, predicting the next 10 NBA champions, haven't made it yet, but it'll be coming out soon. You probably saw on the post on Instagram, so it's out there already. I actually have the Hornets making the finals next year. Yeah, one more year for the Celtics. I think they'll make it in 28, but in case you were wondering. But I think the Hornets make it next year. Do they win? No. But I think they make it. I think this team has too many great weapons. They're built for success. The Hornets are going to be in the NBA Finals next year. They're that good. They are that good. This team has gotten so much better. They fall short in the play-in. But I really think this team has potential for the future. High potential for next year. But yeah, we'll see for sure. We got time, and now let's see who the Hornets are going to take with the 14th overall pick. As we wait for the commish, and yeah, you look at the order now. Top players now officially off the board with Ahmet gone. You have Snitch Batch, who's the top player. Then you got Lopez. You got Christian Anderson, Alan Graves. We're getting to the point where there's like no players I know. Isaiah Evans is the only one that really sticks out of a player right now at this point. Then you got Weed Jr. from UConn. But yeah, it's from here, there's not really a lot I'm going to be able to say about the players being drafted. But we'll be here. We will be here. Hornets have a minute left. As curious looking at pick, we have Celtics. What pick does the Celtics have? It's like pick 26, 27 or something. I don't know why we always get the late picks still. Like we didn't even make it that far this year, and we're still getting like the same number pick. I don't know how they do the system picks in the NBA. Meanwhile, the Knicks get pick 24, 2 picks ahead of us. Yeah, I think, or 3 picks. I think we're 26. But you look at the trade, yes, the reported trade, which is basically official, yeah. Number 13th overall pick, Nate Ahmet. He is going to the Bucks, along with a bunch of other weapons and just so much more. And then you got Giannis and Bobby Portis to the Heat. So, pick is in for the Hornets. We're just going to wait on the commissioner and just take a moment to talk about this signing to the Heat. Yeah, if you saw my reaction video, I'm a little relieved, but now I kind of wish we got him, because now there's all this stuff going on about Brown wanting to leave Boston. Like, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this, but I didn't see it working out in Boston. I think it'll work out for Brown. I think we'll be fine, but yeah. It still stings, but at the same time, honestly, relieved we did not get him. Like, it wouldn't have been good for the future for a player that only really has like 1 or 2 years left in his prime, giving up like our whole future. Would I have taken Giannis for what they wound up offering him? Oh yeah, I thought they were offering him a lot more. I thought they were offering up half our team. The fact that they're not makes me feel a lot better. But yeah, I don't know. I'm honestly relieved we didn't get him, though. I think our team is good as it is. We just need that center Hopefully you can draft a solid center tonight. That is what we need. That is our big man. That was the reason why we did not beat the 76ers. I'm a big man caught up to us, and then Ukovic, for some reason not playing that game 7 did not help as well. Who knows? We could have won. It was a close game, but yeah, if we had a big man. But anyway, Adam Silver out now to announce the pick. And with the 14th pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets are gonna select Adam Silver. It takes forever to say it. Now here we got the selection. Now with the 14th overall pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets are going to select to go aside Ball and Knipple. It is going to be Steinbach from Washington. Top guy off the board is heading to Charlotte. And he's going to be a great addition to that squad. Just another great weapon. Steinbach is going to head to Charlotte. Pick number 14. Hannes Steinbach from Washington is going to go here as he is the pick here. And now you got Chicago, who is going to be back on the clock. First team to be on the clock for the second time today, as they will be selecting the 15th overall pick. They put Steinbach in there with Kahn and Ball. That team, that's just going to help that team be even better. Let's look at some of his highlights. That team's going to be great either way. Look at that. A loose ball. He's able to pick it up. Great. Looks to be a defensive guy. That is actually what they need with Ball and Kahn's offense power. Just having a great defensive guy there. He's great on the rebounds. Yeah, that's something the Hornets do need, and he'll be a great addition in that regard, for sure. You see that basket up. It does go in. That was just a great pass, found his teammate open there. Yeah, Steinbach is a good addition. Now you got the Bulls who are on the clock, and we'll be back in a moment.
Finds Kelly
Out to
now
Brunson.
with it.
Takes a
Back out
three.
to Brush.
Got it.
Passing
What
it
a
around.
start
It's gonna
for
go up
the
and it's
Knicks.
gonna go
Wemby
in.
puts
Cam
it up
Lynn.
and in
Fields
the middle
is
for
gonna
the
get it
three.
in. A great goal there
Champagny
Cam
for
Lynn.
the three, and it goes
3-0.
up and in. Champagny grabs another three, brings it in, tosses it up, and through the middle. Dylan Harper's great night continues.
Back in the game. Josh Hart with it. Has 3 fouls already. Trying not to get any more. Mitchell Robinson slams it down.
Be a hit.
Back
Goes
out
up.
to
It goes
Champagny
far.
for the three, and it
it's
goes
gonna
through
go.
the middle.
It's
Champagny for the three,
good.
and in to end the
Slam
first half.
for the Tuskers.
Driving on Champagny. Puts up the 2.
The Tuskers
This game is
get a
tied up.
grand slam.
So McBride in the corner. Puts up the
D'Ambrosio
3.
hits
Got
it. More
it.
steals it.
Brunson
Goes up for
makes a
the
move on
2, and
Champagny.
it
Puts it up
goes
for the layup.
in.
Got it.
The Tuskers are going to
Spins.
make the game.
Step back.
15
Underneath.
stolen
Puts it
by
up.
Hemming.
Drops
To
it
Santor.
through.
It goes
New
in.
York
What an
up
end
by
to the
6
first
with
half.
35 seconds left, but they're gonna walk it on down.
Going
105-95. The clock goes to 0, and the
Six
New
to
York
start off the game. Tuskers touchdown. Logan Ruby. 0 tie in this one as Antonecchia back to throw. Goes up, and it's gonna be caught by Schmidtberger. Touchdown! Tuskers. Julia Schmidtberger with a phenomenal catch there. Santora up for the 3, and it goes in for the Tuskers. Trying to find the opening as it's gonna go. With his Kelly, it's gonna go in. Mason Kelly gets his first goal of the day for the Tuskers. Let's bang on the drum all day as it goes in. That's Mason Kelly with it. It's gonna be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back to around the 20.
In the front, but we got Farmingdale formation-wise, pretty much spread out all in front of the net right now. But with 3 defenders right there, trying to prevent it from going. Somers are going to need to sneak it in there as it goes up. And Iglesias does just that as Miguel Iglesias gets it in for the Tuskers. And now,
Game of the season, doubted to three-peat. Thought Mayor Pack would be the number 1 team, and the Somers Tuskers out there. It's gonna swing it up high, and it's up in the air, a loose ball, and it's gonna be Dorsey who's able to take it on back for the Profs to add another one to the score bug.
and tries to find his teammate there as now it's loose, but he's able to come up with it as they put it up, and it's going to slide on in as Double Tap is going to take a 2-0 lead.
Pick out there, him in here as it's gonna be a low bunt as it's gonna take it, and they're gonna call out a safe there as the ball is still loose, and Ian Murphy makes it on back to add another one to the board for the Profs.
And on it, movement now, Double Tap pulling it again as a movement for Double Tap. Gonna find each other there as it goes from behind, tries to get the goal, and Keaton is gonna be able to stop another one. 2nd and 7 here, backed up by the end zone after the fumble as back out. He's gonna throw it. It's gonna be intercepted. Taken back for the Profs, touchdown. Still gonna remain a 1-0 count here as Messino back up at bat. They try to do it again, and we got a loose ball there. Messino taking advantage of this to 2nd, to 3rd, and now safe on 3rd. There, but Double Tap, a few passes there to get it down the field. Fast movement now, but Steven able to get in front as Double Tap goes around, and it's going to go in for the goal. Back in the line, movement for 1 in the backfield. 2's going to keep it rolling, and it's going to be a fumble picked up by the Profs, and it's going to be taken. Who else? The guy I was just talking about.
Cyrus McGowan is the ball carrier.
Like
He ruled to him.
Now up is going to be for the Profs, Braden Davis, as he's going to send it low there as they're going to take it around, low ball across the field, back for the 1 as McCoach takes it on back to add another one onto the board. Bookman in the backfield, movement now for the Profs. Mayers back out to throw, goes up high, caught by number 10. What a pass by Nate Mayers, and it's going to go in for the Profs touchdown. Pretty good for Double Tap as now they're going to take it down fast, sets it up for the goal, and it's going to go in. And Double Tap extends their lead to 5-0. Goes up. It's a fly ball, and the Profs are going to take it on in once again to close out the top of the 6th as they're going to remain up front 10-1. Gerasimo sends it back out. It's going to find Steven as now Steven movement around. He's taking it down the field. Back out. Now with it, Sports Cam FC trying to send it in, and Double Tap able to deny the goal from above as Steven has a foot on it. And loose ball now. Gerasimo's able to come up with it. It's going to find Shane as goes back out to Steven, and it's going to be taken back by Double Tap, but Gerasimo's able to take it back. Back out. Hands off there. Welcome back now as the commish is going to come out to the stage, select the 15th, announce the 15th pick for the Bulls selection. As with the 15th pick, the Bulls are going to take Darlene Swain, guard from Texas, heading to Chicago to play for the Bulls. Pretty good for Double Tap. You look at this list. Where did he sit? I don't even see him on this list. Where's Swain? Graves. I think this is a bit of a reach. Looks like this is a good amount of a reach. Oh, Pete's in this. Yeah, he's not even on the board. A bit of a reach here, but who knows? That may be a mistake. But Darren Swain from Texas, SEC Newcomer of the Year,
Gonna go here. 15th overall to the Bulls. Now you're gonna have the Grizzlies go on the clock. Swain is the pick here for the Bulls. That puts the Grizzlies in the second team to have 2 picks in this here draft. I go for pick number 2 now as the Grizzlies are on the clock. That's Darren Swain. Let's look at his highlights. He looks like he's been solid, more so on the defensive side. Able to get there, great rebounder. Great rebound there. And then able to put that one in. It looks like rebounding is a big thing for him, as those were a good amount of his highlights. But anyway, you got Memphis now on the clock. As who does Memphis go here? They really could go anyone. They could go center, guard. They got options. Forward, Lopez, Kareem Lopez, maybe a good pick here. Graves, Philon, they got Ken Keck, got Princeton, maybe a bit of a reach, but he's solid from Kentucky. You got Isaiah Evans. Yeah, we'll see what they go here. And coming up 17th, OKC with another pick as well. So, just shows you how dominant OKC is. But, yeah, Grizzlies see the move that they take here. Who you guys think they're going to go here? As got multiple options. So, 140 left. Yeah, AJ Devonska, the highest selected BYU player in the modern draft era. So, yeah, milestone there. And, yeah, Celtics not 26th, the 27th. So, yeah, that's great. We have one lower pick, higher pick than we thought. But hopefully we can get someone solid at the end of the round. Who knows? There's probably someone good we could pick up. As I'm gonna see what Memphis is gonna do here. But as we wait, we'll be back in one moment.
So I'm here with Jack Harvey, and how do you feel about your performance in the race today?
Not great, man, to be honest. We were suffering from pretty bad vibrations. 2/3 to go in the stint, which obviously that's quite a long percentage of the stint, and therefore the race where we were just struggling with massive vibrations. We weren't really expecting it, so we got to dig into exactly what led to that. Come back stronger next year.
All right, well, thank you, and
Appreciate it.
congratulations. All right, so I'm here with Stingray Rob, and I want to know, how do you feel about the race today overall, your performance?
I feel okay. Disappointed. We couldn't get fuel in the car. We were not great for extending stints from the back, and then we had really bad tire vibrations all day. So we were like 3/4 stints, which is really rough on your strategy. We had to do an extra pit stop.
And who do you feel is the toughest competitor today?
Nate Felix, well done.
Yeah, he had a great day for sure. And
And how do you feel going into the rest of the season and going into? You're all right. We got some work to do. Recover from the last couple of weeks too. Alright, and so let's look at plan to deploy. Who's your prediction to hopefully me?
Hamish comes back out now to select and announce the 16th pick for the Memphis Grizzlies, as they're going to select Bennett Stritz from Iowa. Bennett Stritz, the guard from Iowa, goes here for Memphis with the 16th overall pick. Solid pick here for them. Stritz goes here now off of the board. And yeah, the newcomer of the year at Drake, the last season high 1,396 minutes playing. So this guy is solid, and it'll be a solid addition to Memphis. Stritz, I don't know how to pronounce his name, is their pick with the 16th overall pick. But now up next, you got the one and only OKC, who are going to be back on the clock to select their second pick in this year's draft. Pick number 17 for the Thunder, as this first round continues in this one. But Bennett Stritz looks like he is a solid shooter from beyond the arc. See all his highlights from beyond the three-point line. Or maybe looking at another coming of a Sam Hauser here. Great forward pass from the three-point line to his teammate there. Back around, brings it around. Now brings that one on in. Great play there. Trick up his teammate. And yeah, he's going to be a solid addition to the Grizzlies. He looks skilled. He has the skills and stuff. Now you got the Thunder, who are back on the clock for another one. Who the Thunder go here? We'll find out in a moment. We'll be back. And I'm Ben Silk. Stay tuned. May back out to throw. Walling throws up, and it's gonna be caught. Who else? Henderson gets it, this time for a receiving touchdown. That's his third touchdown today. Castle does the loopy loop, puts it up and puts it in. Iglesias back out to throw. It's gonna find, that's Brett Kennedy. Brett Kennedy in his offense as he's gonna take it in. Touchdown Tuskers, as Brett Kennedy will take it all the way. Moving around, Goff, hands off. Going to find Montgomery fighting for the first down, gets the first down, still up to the 10, to the 5, touchdown Lions, as Montgomery is going to take it on in. The Pistons take it on back, tries to put it up, and it slides on in. Queens 4-3 to end the first. See that? But here comes Larson on the upside. Kyle Larson moves ahead, drives on top of the track, pulls around. Allmendinger, Larson to the line. A.J. Allmendinger takes it by a hair. Goes up, and it's going to be intercepted. Taken on back, and a pick. Gonna loose it, finds Reeves, who puts it up for the 3. It bounces off. Yeah, Flacco goes back up, finds Chase. What a catch. Touchdown, Bengals. As Harden takes it back now. Harden up for the 3, and the 4-3 goes in. James Harden. Barnes with it, goes back out to Shed, who puts it up for the 3 and slides it on in. Down the field, Jackson Dart back to throw. Taking time, can't find an opening, as now he's going to go find Robinson again, who's still in, going down, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. On the arc, brings it back out to Vessel for the 3. Bang! They're missing a lot of threes, as Hawks brings it up. And Wemby's going to swat that one in. Brunson brings it on in, puts it up, and puts it on in for 2 more. May is going to hand it off to Henderson. Henderson movement goes down, and he's going to be taken down, but pushing him in, and it's going to go in for the touchdown. Jets try to stop him and wind up pushing him in. Harper has it. Back out to Wemby for the 3 from the right hash. Finds Shoemaker. There's Miller. Goes back out to throw. Goes up high. And it's going to call it. Is that Shoemaker? Yes, it is. Who else? We got a trade, folks. As that goes in. And we've got a trade. We have a trade. Bennett Schurtz is heading to the Thunder, the guy that was just selected by the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies are going to be selecting right here. So, the Thunder trade up for Schurtz. And now the Grizzlies are going to take their player right here at pick number 17 in a trade. Cameron Carr, their way to go here. As the Thunder trade up 1 spot. And now the Grizzlies are going to make another pick here. As they have projected trade here. Reported trade with the OKC Thunder to draft the 17th overall pick. They give up Schurtz, who was their pick just a moment ago, 16th overall. Look at the key players on the team. You got John Morant, Zach Edey, Cindric Coward. Grizzlies trying to add someone else on to that roster. So of course you got Boozer now as well. Now trying to add on 1 more player to that in a trade. First official during the draft trade of the night, as the Grizzlies are back on the clock. So we're going to have the commish come on out to announce the pick in a moment. But Grizzlies shake things up. The Thunder really shake things up, trading up 1 spot. It just wasn't announced when they announced the pick. And now the Grizzlies are going to pick here instead, as trade is reported to the Grizzlies, as now with the 17th pick, Thunder traded to the Grizzlies, and with that pick, the Grizzlies select is going to be Abuka Oloki from Stanford. Is going to head to Memphis with the 17th overall pick. Abuka Oloki with the trade heads to Memphis. And he'll be addition to that squad who is looking to rebuild. And yeah, turn of events as Thunder move up a spot, and Oloki is heading to Memphis, and Schurtz is heading to OKC. This guy, pretty solid, first team All ACC this past year from Stanford. And yeah, but now you got Charlotte. They have a chance to get another weapon here. They will be back on the clock now. Pick number 18. And yeah, obviously they got Khan, they got Ball. They can add another solid weapon to help them out a bit. And we'll see what they do. You got the Hornets now on the clock. You got Lopez still available. We got Christian Anderson Jr. Heard about him. He's pretty good. Got Alan Graves. You have Filton. You got Cendric. You got Cameron Carr, Jaden Quinston, Isaiah Evans, Kona Pete. Pete is still available. Pete. He was amazing for Arizona. So Pete is still available. That'd be a good pickup late first round. Maybe Celtics grab him. But you look at the centers still available for the Celtics. Round a few picks. You can go Vassir from North Carolina. Guy to keep an eye out for the Celtics. Or we go Reed Jr. as well from UConn. Both of those are solid picks. For the Celtics, they gotta go center here. Like, it would be terrible for them not to. Like, they need a center. They need a big man. That was the issue last year. That's what I worried about with that all year, and it wound up costing them at the end as well. So they did not have another big man to go against Embiid in that series, and that Embiid led them back from 3-1. We don't need to talk about that, but yeah, Embiid. And those Sixers did some damage to me as a Celtics fan. May have been worse than the Knicks a year ago. Wasn't, but then it was at the same time. Let's see what the Hornets do here. We're on a commercial break, and we'll be back. May back out to throw. Walling throws up and for the three, and the three slides right in. Wallace back out to McCain. McCain for the three, and right up the middle, and good. I get a fast basket, and it goes in. What a fin! Gonna be handoff to Henderson, taking it, and that's gonna be Henderson's second touchdown of the game as he takes it on in. Travion Henderson gets it in, goes up, and it's gonna be caught for the touchdown. That's Tate, takes it on in, and the Buckeyes get the touchdown. Edwards has it up for the three from the far logo. And here comes Stenhouse with the push. Stenhouse as Hosevard being pushed by Bowman. Battle to the finish. Hosevard has the momentum. Hosevard, Busher. Hosevard, Busher. Battle to the finish. It's gonna be either or. Final lap. Here, Hosevard, Busher, Will Bowman, or any of the cars make a move. Movement out. Carson Hosevard to the finish, and Carson Hosevard is gonna win his first career race as they crash behind him. Harper brings it up and bats it on in. The Spurs and Dylan Harper's great night continues. Down the last play as Dart goes back out, taking his time. He's gonna. He's scrambling, decides to go for it, gets the first down, and he's going to go in to Caruso, and Caruso with back-to-back threes. Goes out as Glacius back out to throw, and it's going to find, that's going to be Jackson Whipple in for the touchdown. What a play. Going to go back out to Dort for the three. Tied game! Looking to take the Daytona 500, but here comes Denny Hamlin on the side of Cindric. Denny Hamlin takes the lead. Here comes Cole Costa. 2 wide, 3 wide. Hamlin crashes. Movement down the field. Bywin! William Bywin does it again! Mel for the three. No good. Ball goes out, and we're going to have some extra time to decide this one. Throw, going back, taking his time, goes up in the air, goes down to Metcalf, and it's gonna be deflected. The Cincinnati Bengals win it. Welcome back now as Hornets are all set for pick 18. The pick is in. As the commish, we'll wait for the commish to come on out here for pick number 18. See what they do here. As coming up next will be my so far surprise of the night following this pick. Given my opinion, what's probably the biggest surprise of the night? There's two that really stick out to me. But now you got Silver back out there with the 18th pick in the NBA draft. The Charlotte Hornets are gonna select Christian Anderson from Texas Tech, guard. And the Hornets take Anderson right here. A solid, great addition. I could see that working out very well in the long term. And yeah, Christian Anderson selected here by the Hornets with pick number 18. That make a great addition to Charlotte. Now, that's going to put the Raptors on the clock. The Toronto Raptors, the 2019 NBA champions. They've been up and down since then. Had a few good seasons after that. Then they went down to like the bottom of the league. And last year they had a great bounce back year. And their roster's been solid all these years. But like, they just haven't played up to their expectations and up to what they could have played up to. But last year they finally showed up a little bit and had a solid year. And Raptors, they played the Cavs tough in the first round of the playoffs. Who knows? They may have made it far. I don't know about making it to the finals. There's no way they would have beat the Knicks, but Raptors could have made it even more interesting than they did if they won against the Cavs. Excuse me, but now you got the pick in for. No, they're still showing Charlotte. Likes to confuse me up here, but the Raptors coming up this season, they're gonna be a solid team. I think. I don't know. They're gonna be I think they're more realistically play-in team with a bunch of teams improving in the East, but I think they're gonna be good for sure. And yeah, it's going to be a good team. They got the weapons, and of course you got Scotty Barnes, Grady Dick. Just a great supporting cast around them, and great team built up for the future as clock continues to tick. And we'll see who else the Raptors take here with pick number 19. Hornets took Christian Anderson, and as you got a moment, surprise of the night. So one, I think it was the Mara pick for the Thunder. They already have Holmgren as a guard. They decided to back him up with another guard. That just shows you how stacked that Thunder team is. They could never go so deep. That just said the reported trade is with the Pistons. That the pick that the Grizzlies took 17th. Now it's a little confused about that. The Pistons may be getting that pick. So I'm going to wait to see what happens. Looks like we got a 3-team trade. So it looks like the Grizzlies have the 21st pick. Pistons have the 17th pick. And the Thunder have the 16th pick. We also have another trade alert. Yeah, the that's the same one. Grizzlies are now getting the 21st pick. Pistons receive Buka Aoki, who the Pistons or Thunder, whoever they took, 17th. Now, the Grizzlies are going to be selecting 21st. So, we've seen the Grizzlies technically select twice. They still have not selected yet. So, that just shows you how the NBA does trades during the draft. It is very confusing. Just do it how the NFL does it. Once they have them, just make them official. But they like to do it all this way. But clock ticks down as who the Raptors take here. Do they go Cameron Carr? Be a solid pick. You also got Isaiah Evans from Duke. Camille Lowe. I feel like they make a good choice here, but we'll see. As Toronto on the clock, and their pick is in. Looks like the clock ticked down. Is it pick in? Seems like their pick is in. But anyway, yeah, their pick is in. Didn't say it officially when the clock said 0. But their pick is in. And yeah, I don't think Raptors, like, they it's not really a certain position they're looking for. I think there's a lot of spots they can't go, like, they won't go wrong here. Let's see what they do, though. As wait for Adam Silver to come on out. And yeah, Toronto, they got some work to do. Obviously, they're building towards the right direction, but they still got a bunch to figure out. As Silver is gonna come on out to make the selection. And with the 19th pick in the NBA draft, the Toronto Raptors are gonna select Alan Graves from Santa Clara. Alan Graves second on the list for this one, and Alan Graves, solid addition to this Toronto team as they take him here 19th overall, putting San Antonio onto the clock. And yeah, are they going to be taking a replacement for De'Aaron Fox here? Or what do they do here? We will find out. But the Spurs, they've really gotten, like, everything these last few years in the draft with their high draft picks. This is the first year, obviously. They don't have a high draft pick because they made it to the finals. But yeah, how is this team still picking 20th? That's what I wonder. But anyway, yeah. The Spurs now on the clock. Alan Graves, WCC 6th Man of the Year, 25-26. And yeah, he'll make a solid addition to Toronto. Don't know much about him, so it's not really much to say, but make a great addition to Toronto. So let's take a look at his highlights. Look, he goes underneath. A great steal by him. Just takes it on back. This was against BYU, that one. Puts it up there and in. Looks like he's a great, well-rounded player. Goes back out to Graves. Graves puts that one in. Yeah, he's just solid all ways around, shooting multiple threes. Yeah, Alan Graves, pick number 19. And as we wait for the Spurs pick, we'll be back in a moment.
All right, let's move over here. Go ahead, Benji.
All right, so, hey Charles, my name is Ben Silk, and as a big sports and NBA fan, I want to know who you think's going to win the NBA championship this year, and why? Celtics.
You know, I think this is going to be a fascinating NBA season. I got zero idea who's going to win the East. Zero. I mean, obviously, I think the Celtics are cooked without Tatum and Porzingis and Drew Holiday. The Pacers are cooked without Miles Turner and Halliburton. The Knicks and the Cavs are going to be favored. But let me say this, and it's a big damn if. If the Sixers could get healthy. If the Sixers could get healthy, they could win the East. As far as the West, OKC is the team to beat. But the Rockets, with the addition of Kevin Durant, they're going to be tough, man. The Nuggets got the best player in the world in the Joker. They went out and got him some help finally. So, but I would still pick OKC. So, man, it's going to be fascinating watching the basketball this year.
So I am here with Andrew Thomas, and first question I have for you is, what position do you play and why do you choose that position?
I play left tackle, and honestly, left tackle chose me. I didn't choose that position. I was a bigger kid growing up, and that's the position they put me at.
Very cool. And what is your most proudest moment in your football career?
So far, I would say our playoff win a few years ago. I think that was 2022. That was a great experience for the Giants.
Yeah, most definitely. That was a great win. And what is one NFL player you look up to and why?
Growing up, Ray Lewis was somebody that inspired me, just the way he approached every day, the way he worked hard. When I was really young, I used to play defense too, so I love how he played linebacker and approached the game.
And what is the toughest challenge you have faced in your career?
I would say this upcoming year, this is my first time having a surgery of this magnitude, so it's definitely going to be a challenge for me, but I have my mind on right. I'm going to do everything that's necessary to get back for the season.
And finally, how do you feel about the Jameis Winston signing yesterday?
I'm excited. He's a great player. I think he brings leadership characteristics to our team, and he obviously has a great personality, so I think he'll be good for our locker room.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Wait for the commish to come on out to announce the Spurs pick here. They already got a solid built team. You got Wemby. You got Castle. You have Harper. You have Champetti. You have Vessel. And then you have Cornette. This team just goes on and on. Some say you got Fox as well. Who knows what we're going to see with Fox. This team is already stacked. They got so many superstars for the future. Going to try to grab one more here. Just a solid bench player here. See what the Spurs do here at pick number 20. As commission about to come out. Do they go Kareem Lopez here? Or do they go Filton? Do they go Senchek? Or do they go Cameron Carr, Jaden Quintance, Isaiah Evans, Koa, Pete? There's a lot of good options here for them. Pick 20. Pick number 20. Following that, we got the Grizzlies at 21, and then the 76ers at 22. As approach the Spurs pick. We're still wait for the commissioner, but Spurs could go many ways here. But as we have a second, where will the Spurs look like this season? Yeah, they're going to be back. Title contenders. I have them making it far for sure. But now the 20th pick in the NBA draft. The San Antonio defending Western Conference champions select Jaden Quintance from Kentucky. I think this is a good pick here. Big 12 all defensive team. Guy that stuck out to me on the board. Just solid. I think this is a solid pick for them. This guy from Kentucky, Jaden Quintance. Just a great defensive weapon for the Spurs. Defense is something they could use help on, especially from preventing these runs that they have had to dealt with, especially against the Knicks. And yeah, he's gonna help the Spurs team, I think, in the long term. Just another great weapon to have out there, just to help them defensively, which is something they need help a bit, though. Maybe offensively too, but yeah, defensively they do need help with. Now, go back. I don't even know who to put up here. The Grizzlies, the Pistons. Like, how the NBA does this. It's just confusing. I'll give the Pistons their glory. They are trading the pick, though. So the Pistons traded up to the 17th pick. The Thunder went to the 16th pick. Now this is the Grizzlies pick. It's a bit confusing. Now the Grizzlies are picking here at 21, taking the Pistons pick. And yeah, the Grizzlies will officially draft their second player here to put aside Boozer. But as we got the Pistons up here, look at them next season. They're going to be a solid team. I think they'll be a top team, but I don't think they're going to be as good as last year. I think we'll probably look at like 53 wins, probably a 4th seed, and they'll be in there, but I don't think it's good as last year. But maybe they make it farther in the playoffs. Who knows? But yeah, I think the Pistons are going to be solid for sure. But we'll be back once again in a moment.
Mitchell puts it up for the 3, and it slides on in. And that brings it on in. Loses the ball, picked up by Mitchell, who brings it on down and pops that one on in. Back out to Brunson, who brings it on in, lobs it up there, and it rolls in. Tosses it up there, and it rolls on in. Get on in, puts it up there for 2 more. Bridges has it. To bring it on in and puts it up, and Robinson puts it on in for the Knicks. Robinson back out to Clarkson for the 3, got it! Allen finds Mitchell, back to Allen, go to Harden, to Wade for 3, got it! Now Brunson has it beyond the arc, back out to OG for the 3, and he pushes it on in. As Harden takes it back now. Harden up for the 3, and the 4-3 goes in! James Harden! To Mobley. He's going to find Strus. To Mobley. Go back out to Strus for the 3. Got it! And we've got a tied game here. Mitchell to Mobley. Back out to Mitchell for the 3. And the 3 slides right in to Cat. Puts it up for the 3. The 3 just gonna be too short. Cat attempts a second 3, and that 3 slides on in. Goes to Merrill for the 3. Got it. Merrill's 3 slides right in there. To Schroeder, to Wade for the 3, and it goes right on in. Second half, it's been all Cavs. Donovan Mitchell takes it for the 3, and it rolls on in. Cat grabs it, and Shambit puts it in for the 3. Late hurrah for the Knicks, giving pressuring. Brunson brings it on in, puts it up, and puts it in. Folks, we got a 10-point game. We got Brunson with it, up for the 3, got it for the 3. Jalen Brunson makes this a 5-point game. Back out to Mobley for the 3. That goes in. Back out to Shambit for the 3. Tied game. Wow. 99 all is your score. That one just went in. We're all knotted up at 101. Back to Mel for the 3. No good. Ball goes out, and we're going to have some extra time to decide this one. Brings it on in, puts it up, and puts it on in for 2 more. Brunson back out, finds Shambit for the 3, and likely the dagger. What a comeback by the New York Knicks. 44-11 comeback. 115-104 is your final score. And the Knicks are gonna take this one. Wolves back out to Wemby for the three, and it goes in. There, it's going to be the Spurs who take it down and get another three. Gobert puts it up, uses his tall body to slam that one into the basket. Back out to Wemby for the three, and it slides on in. Conley puts it up there, and it slips in there for two more. Edwards has it up for the three from the far logo.
We are back with the Grizzlies pick. With the 21st pick, the Grizzlies are going to take Kareem Lopez from Mexico here. Bit delayed, but yeah, Kareem Lopez, the pick here, the forward from Mexico. Go to the Grizzlies. That is going to put the 76ers on the clock now. Philly fans, it's your time to shine. As the Sixers are now on the clock. What weapon will they take? And will they hold on to their weapon? Trade it away. You gotta look at this guy. This person going to the Sixers here, potentially playing on the Blue Coats, which I'm gonna work my butt off to hopefully commentate for them this year through an internship. If it becomes possible, I may be commentating for this player, just being around this player, even if I got the internship and another role. But see who the Sixers take here. They're not trading. Or at least, yeah, hopefully we didn't just jinx them. And this one's going to be interesting to see. After this pick, though, I am going to take a bit of a break. And then I'll be back for a few picks later, as there's something I just got to take care of. But yeah, you got the 76ers pick 22. And yeah, let's take a look at who are the top players available. You got Filton Jr., you got Sentek, you got Cameron Carr, Isaiah Evans, you got Kerr Pete. I honestly feel like Evans is going to go here. I feel like this is Evans' time to shine, and this is where he will go. And then you got Versailles from North Carolina, though they got Embiid, so they're good on the center position. You got Carban, Joshua Jefferson, Terrence Reed Jr., Bamba Miller. Yeah, those are your top players right now, but Sixers really got a lot of options here. And yeah, we'll see where they go. But the 76ers, next year, I think they'll have a very similar season as they did this year. Maybe a play-in team, probably get eliminated this time in the first round when they're down 3-1 to the Celtics. Celtics will get revenge, or we'll see something. They'll get eliminated this time in the first round of the playoffs, where they should get eliminated. And give them a few years, though. When Embiid leaves, I think this team's going to be legit. I'm talking to Sixers fans, like, yeah, it sounds like once Embiid's gone, this team's going to be locked in. They just need to lose Embiid, and yeah, instead of paying him all this money, and then I think they have the money and the more ease to build a winning team. You got Maxey, you got Edgecombe. Just build around them for a future. They're both solid players that have become pretty good. And maybe they can grab someone here. They have a few more years to draft as well and draft some good players. But yeah, let's see who they take here, 22. As is LeBron Filton Jr., the pick here, guard from Alabama. They got some options here, of course. Yeah. Of course, last year they went Jared McCain, or 2 years ago they went Jared McCain in the first round. Last year they went Edgecombe, Jared McCain. They traded to the Thunder where they trade that for like, or this past season for like basically a Sapphires. They got Grimes, and that was not a good trade. As now he's becoming a huge star on the Thunder. He was very involved in that playoff run as well. He was stepping up, and that guy's gonna become amazing on the Thunder, and you're already seeing it. But pick is about to be announced for the 76ers. In honor of the 76ers. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta give them respect. As much as I hate it, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. It's a good jam. It is a good jam. You gotta give them credit. It's a good jam. It is. It is. Yeah, that's all I could listen to it. It's just a painful song. Just reminds me of 3-1. But yeah, Sixers pick here. Let's see who they're gonna take. As the pick is in, is it gonna be Isaiah Evans from Duke? He's really the only player I know that well at this point. And he was solid on Duke as well. He wasn't like as good as the Boozer brothers, but like he was a solid number 3 out in the field. He got some great baskets, just a great all-around player. Why are the Celtics? I just realized the Celtics are like basically the same pick the Patriots did this year's draft. Why are all the Boston teams always picking it like around the same time? But pick is in. We just wait for the commission at this point as the 76ers. I find out who they draft. See, I like the old one better. The old one's just... The new one reminds me a lot of 3-1. This one I like better. Oh, the commission's out there. Alright, with the 22nd pick in the NBA draft, 76ers select. Does not look like his lips. Does not look like Isaiah Evans. It's going to be LeBron Felton Jr. from Alabama. They take the guard. 22nd. And LeBron Felton Jr. It's going to go right here to the 76ers. Great addition to them. Be solid on the court. And yeah, so 76ers take him 22nd. Let's throw this amazing Hawks graphic back up there, because they're going to pick 23rd. And then you have, following the Hawks, the defending NBA champions. Still can't believe I'm saying that. This in the New York Knicks. But let's wait for the Hawks pick. I'll be right back in a moment. Wolves back out to Wemby for the 3, and it goes in. There, it's going to be the Spurs who take it down and get another 3. Gobert puts it up, uses his tall body to slam that one into the basket. Back out to Wemby for the 3, and it slides on in. Conley puts it up there, and it slips in there for 2 more. Edwards has it up for the... Hello and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be first taking on the Celtics, the battle of 2. In my bracket, I have...
So Thunder 4.
They were supposed to miss the playoffs. That's Jaylen Brown. But, yeah. Josh, about you.
So, yeah, for, like I said, I have Thunder beating the Spurs. And I got Shea with Western Conference Finals MVP back-to-back 2-time. Now, let's, like I said, add it to his resume. And then for Knicks and Pistons, like I said, I got Knicks winning. I got JB winning it. I think Eastern Conference Finals MVP. I think he could get it done.
All right, but now we're on to our finals. Anthony, who you got?
The NBA Finals, the Thunder and the Celtics. Celtics, they've dealt with a lot of adversity. Had a comeback, or Jason Tatum had a comeback mid-season, or yeah, I'd say mid-season, coming off a torn Achilles, I believe, right? Torn Achilles. Then now they're 2 seed, and now they're here in the NBA Finals. The Thunder, they're a dominant team. I know I've said this multiple times, but they literally have everything. They got size, they got good rebounders, they got good shooters, good playmakers. So I have to go with the Oklahoma City Thunder going back to back, and the Finals MVP being SGA Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah. Alright, in my bracket, I have OKC taking on the New York Knicks. Yeah, it's not even going to be close. Sadly, I want to pick the Knicks. It would be a sweep 4-0, but the Thunder would give the Knicks a game so they could win at home in front of their fans. So I'll take OKC in 5 games. Yeah, I think it's just going to be dominant. I think we're going to see a little bit of what we've seen around all sports. We've seen it in baseball with the Dodgers, football with the Chiefs, seeing a little bit in the NHL right now. But it's been a little bit of that dominant team that's ruled these leagues now. And I think the OKC Thunder are going to be that next team. We've seen their upcoming few years that we have multiple first-round picks, young players that are going to be coming into the NBA that can join the Thunder. So this is going to be a team that dominates for a long time to come. They're going to be tough to beat. This is the start of a dynasty. Repeat of last year. I'm taking Shai to win MVP, back-to-back, literally everything, dominating the NBA. And yeah, OKC Thunder are your 2026 NBA Finals champs.
Yeah, well, for my finals, I got the Spurs taking on the Celtics, the battle of 2 seeds. And yeah, this is going to be a good one. You got Wemby, Spurs, Tatum, and Brown, and the Celtics. And yeah, this is going to be, we're set up for a great series there. Celtics obviously have more experience, but the Spurs are hungry. They're coming off wins against the Nuggets and OKC. However, and yeah, I just changed the pick last second. Yeah, the Spurs, they're a solid team, and they're gonna make it far. But I think that experience is gonna catch up to them, and they're gonna win multiple championships in the future, possibly a future dynasty. But the Celtics are gonna they faced through so much all year, and yes, Spurs have some big good players, but the Celtics, they have a great system, and especially with Tatum back, they're gonna be a tough team to beat. And like we've seen multiple times in the past system, that could win it for you. You looked at just how great the depth is for this team, how many great players could step up in occasions when needed for the Celtics. And yeah, not having a big man, it may affect them a bit, but they got Quinta, they got players even stepping up there as well. And I think they've proved the haters wrong all season long, and I think the Spurs are going to give them a fight. But at the end of the day, I think their experience is going to really be what gets to the Spurs here. The Celtics have done this before, and I feel like at this point they'll be playing for more. And yeah, I think the Celtics are going to win it in 6 games. And the Spurs make it interesting. The Celtics, I think, they'll come in with a game plan and just at the end of the day get it done. I think it will be Jason Tatum battling back from that Achilles injury, coming back to win that MVP for the championship.
Well, it's the final countdown, like the song says. Thunder and Knicks. See, sad to say, Kevin. I would go with Knicks, but gotta go with Thunder. I think Thunder gets it done. I think, like I said, I think this is a dynasty that's gonna happen in the NBA. I really think that. And the Western Conference Finals MVP, back to back, is SGA Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and probably will make himself the best Canadian NBA player of all time if he does that.
Yeah, that's
for sure, but it's going to be an exciting playoffs. Comment your predictions for the playoffs in the chat below. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I'm Ben Silk, and I was joined by
Kevin Dole, Anthony Coletti,
and Jones. Have a great night, everyone. Rudy Zuby Injogorf is the pick here. St. John's for the Atlanta Hawks. Forward from St. John's. Solid defensive player as now the defending champs on the clock. As 2026 NBA Final champions. Confetti is going on down for the Knicks in New York. As they are up now, pick 24. I don't know why they don't have pick 30. They should. I don't know what the NBA does. But on for pick 24. And let's see what the Knicks got here. They already got a pretty talented roster. Let's see what they're going to add on for the newly NBA champion New York Knicks. As coming up after the Knicks, you got the LA Lakers, and then you have the Denver Nuggets. We're getting to the super teams, or the not super teams, just like the top teams that are good every year now, getting to that level as NBA champions. They gotta show the confetti. Let's look at the Knicks next year. Now they're not going back to back. Get to that part. Just cut to the point. They're not going back to back. Sorry, Knicks fans. I think we're looking at a Eastern Conference Finals appearance, or being eliminated in the semifinals by the Celtics. I think they get eliminated by the Celtics, getting their sweet revenge. I think semifinals. They get eliminated by the Celtics, and the Celtics play the Hornets. Well, the Hornets head to the finals, but we'll see. As the Knicks, let's see who the Knicks add on. They got championship roster. There's no top drop guys from Villanova. I had to say something, but champs. Oh, we got a trade. Okay, I see more New York glory as we've got a trade. Let's put the trade alert on as we have the LA Lakers trading on up one pick with the New York Knicks. They're going to trade up. They see someone they want. They did not want to wait another pick. And they're going to grab the player they want here. As I'm going to ask Alexa, turn on Ben's room to brighten this room on up. And we got a trade for the Lakers to move up a spot from the Knicks. And the Lakers are gonna take. Are they gonna take Sendrak? Are they gonna take Cameron Carr, Isaiah Evans? Do we see Carr Pete? I could see them taking Carr Pete. As the pick is in for the Lakers. Pick 24 for LA. I still got the New York confetti in the background. And we are going to see what LA does here. Knicks still have their... It's still a Knicks pick, but it's LA basically. And we'll see. As Cameron Carr the pick, showing him. Do they go Pete here?
They traded up. They're probably going to send Jack or Carr. They probably didn't want to risk them falling. Those are the two top players. So I feel like they go Carr here from Baylor. What I've seen of him, he's pretty solid. I don't know really anything about Senak Jr. as about to find out. Who will LA take here? As the commish is going to come out to announce the 24th pick. And with the 24th pick in the NBA draft, the LA Lakers select Cameron Carr from Baylor. Not want to risk him being picked up right before them. And yeah, they move up a spot and grab him there. The Lakers select Cameron Carr from Baylor, or guard. And they see the guy they want. They move up to get him so they could secure him. And Cameron Carr is heading to the Lakers. See what addition he will make. As Cameron Carr, newest LA Laker. That is going to put the Knicks back on the clock, as the Knicks traded back one spot with the Lakers, as the Knicks now have the 25th pick. It's funny that they're like taking the photo and everything in Knicks gear, though it is technically for the Lakers. As see Cameron Carr, 6'4" from Baylor. Look at that one. Great. Just one to get in there. Uses his body to push himself up and around. Just put that basket in there. Here's another one. Just tosses that one up. Easy basket there for him. Those are like solid highlights. That first one really stuck out though. Using his body going sideways to get that one in pretty good. There's another solid one. And this guy looks to be a dog from 3. This guy looks to be pretty damn good from 3. And yeah. Another 3-point shooter. Obviously that works good in the Lakers system. But Chris Carr, 1997 NBA Slam Dunk Contest. Did he win? Was he just in it? Yeah, Kobe Bryant looks like was in there as well. Looks like he played against Kobe Bryant in that Slam Dunk Contest. Looks like Kobe won, but he played in it, which was pretty cool. So, now move to the 25th pick. This is the Lakers pick, but Knicks trade back one. So Knicks are selecting. You look at the Lakers, though. I know they'll be back up there. They will be, they're a solid team. Yeah, trade alert. Knicks receive 25th pick. Lakers receive Cameron Carr. So the Knicks are going to take this pick. And yeah, we'll see who they take. But the Lakers, they're going to be back. They will be back. As clock continues to tick. See what the Knicks are going to grab here. The defending NBA champions. I'll say it again. I don't know how that's real when I say that. But yeah, the defending NBA champions are on the clock. The New York Knicks. Gonna see what they're thinking of grabbing here. Following up the Knicks are the Denver Nuggets, 23 champs, and then the Boston Celtics, the 24 champs. Look at some draft surprises of the day. You got Lendy Bohr going to the Warriors. Got Mara going to the Thunder. Some surprises there. Now there's reports about a bunch of teams sending offers about Jaylen Brown to the Celtics. Glad he did not wind up somewhere else tonight. I was worried they're going to be like third overall pick. They'd be like the second overall pick. They'd be like, Jazz trading away second overall pick for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown would probably be better than Dubonska still. Like, I'd prefer Brown over Dubonska. So, yeah, I would have been upset. Or Peterson. Like, yeah. Especially Peterson. You want Brown over Peterson. As, you know, wait for Adam Silver to come on out. And, yeah, this draft, we're now a little under 3 hours. As the Knicks are about to make their selection. In this one, pick 25. Are they going to go Chris Sendak here? He's the top guy on the board. You also got... Take a look at who else is available. I think I lost the list. You look at, you have Vassar, you got Richie Sanders. That's on the team. I lost the list, but Knicks, let's see who they go here. 26. I'm really curious who the Celtics take 27th as from the trade sign off now. And yeah, so it's going to be pick 25, a long draft, but it's been an interesting night. Solid picks, as I'm really interested to see what Boston does. I'm going to try to pull up the picks here. Yeah, here we go. So, got Isaiah Evans. You got Carl Pete. You got Henry Vassar. I think Vassar is who the Celtics should go at 27 if he makes it. We need a center. We need a center bad. Vassar is the good pick. Then you got Malik Thomas. You got D. Larina. You got Alex Carbana. Got Joshua Jefferson. Terrace Reed. Yeah, the Celtics need a center, though. If you don't go Vassar, you go Reed Jr. Like, we need a solid center. Like, we should really draft someone in free agency, but even having a solid backup center just here, it would help. Because Quenta, Vukovic, they're not the future. But Adam Silver comes out for the Lakers for pick 25. With the 25th pick, the NBA draft, the LA Lakers are going to select why is he taking so long to make the selection? I think he just started saying it. He's had a whole speech before. But yeah, you got the New York Knicks. The Lakers have traded the pick to the New York Knicks. The Knicks select Sergio Di Laria. Okay. He was 6th on the board. A bit of a reach, but solid pick from Spain for the New York Knicks. The guard, Di Laria, go here for the Knicks. And that's leaves the option open for Henry Vassar. Vassar, one pick away from the Celtics. They need the center to take Vassar. And then you got Pete and Isaiah Evans available as well. I think those both would be a solid pick here for Denver. Denver picking 26th as they are now on the clock. And yeah, the Nuggets, I feel like, could use. Yeah, no, I feel like, yeah, the Nuggets obviously got the center in Jokic. You add Isaiah Evans. You got Sendak, Pete. I think those are all three great options for the Nuggets. Could just help them surround, like, all around their roster. Just have another weapon out there. Yeah, those are all great weapons for the Nuggets. But yeah, we'll see. Clock continues to tick. Now look, I think Bryce James stay in Arizona one more year. He may have came into. I don't think he's in this draft. Cause I'd be curious to see if the Lakers are gonna like pick him up by late second round. You know, he even played much worse than Bronny. But yeah, we'll see. I think he stayed. I want to see. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. Is Bryce James in this year's NBA draft? Is Bryce James in this year's NBA draft? No, he is not. He is not eligible. Oh yeah, because he was. I think because he was a red shirt. So yeah, Bryce James is not in this year's NBA draft. We'll probably be in next year's though. I'll probably go like third last pick to the Lakers or something. But now you got the Nuggets. See who they go here. They're gonna go either Sendak, Isaiah Evans, or Koa Pete. All good picks. And then Celtics, they need that center. They better go for Sarr. We better not be seeing a Patriots 2.0. Obviously, that pick did work out because we got A.J. Brown. But if we didn't, I would still be pissed off about that pick. But yeah, we have Denver Nuggets on the clock. What are they going to do here? If they take Vassar, I don't even get it. They have Jokic. That they need other weapons. Like, I wouldn't even get that. Like, they should not take Vassar. And the Celtics could use Vassar. Or Reed Jr. I'd be fine if they took Reed Jr. Like, we just need that center. We really need that center. I think, like, these centers aren't really that much better than what we have, but, like, it will help. Like, it will. Though you think about it, Isaiah Evans would be a good addition, maybe over a center. Like, but, like, what are the options we have in free agency? So, I don't know. This is a tough pick here, looking at the Celtics pick at 27. There's options we could go. We could look to get a big man, which is something that we need largely. We really need a big man. Or we keep... Or we just go like Isaiah Evans or Koa Pete. And we just strengthen our roster in that area. But, yeah, we're already seeing Scott Van Pelt. That means this draft is almost to the end. Scott Van Pelt appears on TV. That shows you almost close to the end. As, let's see who the Nuggets are going to take here. Then you got Boston's pick. Hopefully we don't have another rough reaction. As, first of all, we got the Nuggets. Do not take Vassar. I don't really know who he is, but do not take Vassar, please. We need that center. Who knows? Late guy. He could turn into a star. He may have what it needs to turn into a star. He may be the next great thing for the Celtics. Who knows? But we do need that center. As still a pick away. And I'm already nervous. I am nervous as a Celtics fan. But let's see. As we wait for the commission to come out. I don't know. It can't be too bad. It's not like we're going to trade up and draft Jordan Love. But But yeah, we'll see. As the Nuggets, who they go here? The Nuggets really have a lot of good options. I think they go Isaiah Evans here. Be a great player just to strengthen that team. Just, you got Murray, Jamal Murray, you got Jokic, obviously. Let's see, let's strengthen that. Give them like another man on that starting lineup. And yeah, let's see this as now out comes the commissioner. He is still not coming out. Looked like he was coming out. Yeah, Chris Sendrak, also a solid pick here. Pretty sure Murray's a forward, so I don't know. And then you got Pete. He was pretty good in Arizona, but we don't know how he's gonna look on the NBA level. I think Sendrak or Isaiah Evans is the way to go here, as with the 26th pick in the NBA draft, the Denver Nuggets select Terrence Sweet Jr. center. They just took center. They didn't take Vassar. But it makes me think, were we going to go Weed Jr.? He looks pretty solid. Why did they go center here? Why did they go center? Terrence Sweet Jr. from UConn is the Nuggets pick here. They have Jokic. Interesting pick. Could have been a Celtic, but you still got Vassar on the board. They're all in on Vassar now. Let's make this pick happen. We need that center. Luckily, there's another guy. If he was the only guy, I would have been pissed right now. They just took Terrence Sweet Jr. though, like from UConn, in the area, winning culture. Well, yeah, let's see how Vassar is. He was ranked higher anyway. We're trading our pick. Wait, what? What? The Spurs have 2 centers. The Spurs have 2 centers. That's even worse than the Nuggets. Apparently, the Nuggets just traded Terrence Sweet Jr. to the Spurs to get him from the Celtics. But why do the Spurs need him? They got Wemby. They got Cornette. They do not need Weed Jr. They really just traded up to get snagging from the Celtics. Damn. We gotta take Vassar. I have a bad feeling the Celtics just got screwed over. Damn. We gotta go Vassar here. They just traded up and took Weed Jr. from us. I guess we were looking at Weed Jr. There must have been a reason why they traded up for him, because Vassar's the top guy, but if they just took Weed Jr. something. Now they're talking about Jaylen Brown probably being traded. Great. Just great. Just great. Alright. So, yeah, the Spurs traded for that 26th pick. And now they have Vassar. Now you got the Celtics on the clock. Pick number 27. And here we go. Vukovic is a free agent too, so they really should go center here. He's probably not going back to the Celtics after what occurred in that Game 7. So, yeah, they really need to go center here. They need a big man. They gotta go. At this point, they gotta go Vassar. Vassar, I don't know much about it. It looks solid. Offensively gifted. His size. Yeah, that's what we need. 3-point range. He sought weakness. Partnered well with Caleb Wilson. Comparison is Luke Cornett. This guy looks solid. They should take him. 3-point range. Centers don't really shoot 3-pointers. I don't know. This guy, I don't know. Maybe I would have gone to Reed. Or do they go Chris Cedric Jr.? I think they gotta go Henry Versar. They gotta go Versar here. They would be stupid not to. Will my Boston team disappoint me again or not? The Spurs may have just really messed up Boston's night. They did that. They traded up for a reason. And I don't know. We may have had our Iron Reed. Or do we just go Isaiah Evans? And there's no good centers to sign free agency. But maybe, yeah, if we can get Rudy Gobert, though, that'd be pretty cool. But we gotta take a center to be safe, because those are just rumors right now. I'm gonna bring out the commish, Adam Silver, and let's see. They gotta take Versar here. Come on. With the 27th pick, the NBA draft, the Boston Celtics are gonna select Chris Cedric Jr. Okay. He's a solid pick. He's a solid pick. He's a solid pick. Okay. It's not a terrible pick. We're going to be so low on big men this year. It's going to be so bad. It's going to be so bad. Yes, we'll make the playoffs, but we really need to sign a big man in free agency because it is not looking good. Chris Cedric Jr. will make a good addition, but we really needed that big man. Henry Versar should have been a Celtic. Oh my god, this is not a good pick. Yes, he is a good pick. He was the top player on the board for a reason, but we needed a big man. We have no centers. Quinta is going to be our starting center. He's not that good. He has that one good game against the Sixers, but that's it. He is not that good. So you got Quinta going to be our only big man with Schumacher, who are like not even that good. We need to get a big man bad. Like we're gonna have to go all out in free agency. Maybe we could trade someone good. We have to at this point. We really have to. I just hope we don't lose Brown in the process. But we could have gotten this Henry Versar guy. Damn. Okay. Chris Cedric, not a terrible pick. It's not terrible. It's not. But we needed that. We needed that big man. Honestly, I would have rather them go Isaiah Evans anyway. Like, Isaiah Evans probably would have been a better pick here too. I don't know, but see how it goes. We now got the Timberwolves on the clock, who traded their pick to the Nets, so technically the Nets are on the clock once again. And They're going to wrap this night off. 3 more picks to go. And this pick was from the trade just yesterday involving Julius Randle. They sent Julius Randle, number 28th overall pick, to the Nets. Tim Wolf got Greavy. I don't even know who this guy was and why he's worth more than Randle. And number 33 overall pick, Timberwolves get back, and then the Bulls get Nick Claxton. But yeah. Originally it said that they didn't have that other guy in there for the Timberwolves. So they're like, Nets receive Julius Randle and 28th overall pick. Bulls receive Nick Claxton. Timberwolves receive 33rd overall pick. Like, why did they trade Randle away just to get a worse pick? And why? Yeah, I guess the Bulls pick was what they got back. But like, why do they do that? But at least it makes more sense now. Like, I know maybe he has a lot of money or you want him off the team, but like, you don't trade away a better pick for a worse pick, and the player you trade away is with the better pick and you get the worse pick in return. It just doesn't make any sense. But Julius Randle trade yesterday. Now you got the Brooklyn Nets on the clock, followed by the Cavaliers and then the Dallas Mavericks to end off the night. And we'll see what the Nets are able to do to add on to their roster, along with Julius Randle, who is going to be solid for the Nets. Great guy just to build a team around, veteran presence. And maybe he's not the future for the Nets, but just solid player for them to have right now, as the Timberwolves pick is in. I'm honestly curious. I think we have 0 viewers right now. This is not good. I was honestly curious if we peaked when. Yeah. I was curious if we peaked when. Oh, we did peak like 5 minutes ago when Celtics were picking. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked everyone tunes in when the Celtics are picking. See my reaction. But yeah. Got the Nets on the clock now. See who they go with. So it looks like all the people they're watching has already left. It's late at night. Crowd looks big from that side, but not from the other angle they showed a second ago. And looks like we're heading to, I don't know if we're heading commercial break or not, but you got Malik Thomas, Kara Pete, best available. You don't even have Evans in that list. Interesting. I don't know why Evans is not in that list. Joshua Jefferson. Got Henry Vassar, who the Celtics should have gotten. Celtics really should have gotten him. He would have been great. The commission is going to come on out to announce the pick. Minnesota Timberwolves have traded the 28th pick to the Brooklyn Nets. And with the 28th pick, the Brooklyn Nets are going to take Joshua Jefferson from Iowa State. Joshua Jefferson will go here to Minnesota. Solid pick for them there. Another thought on the Celtics pick. They were probably all gung-ho on Evans. No, not Evans. On Reed Jr. And then when they took that, they probably didn't want to take Vassar. I don't know. But now, the Celtics are going to miss out on a big man. It's a shame. The Spurs may have just really messed us up. They already took Cornette from us. Might as well take another center from us. I like the Spurs for a bit. I was starting to become a fan of Wemby, but they keep doing this to me. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to continue to root for them. The Spurs keep doing this to me. Could have probably had Reed Jr. We just needed a big man. I don't know why we didn't take Vassar. We should have taken Henry Vassar. Would have been an amazing pick, but once again, things do not work out for Boston. We really need that big man, though. Like, it is scary. It is scary. So, Joshua Jefferson, the selection here, as now Cleveland is on the clock. Joshua Jefferson going to be the newest Brooklyn Net. As we now get to pick number 29. 2 more picks remain tonight. Well, I thank everyone who came out to watch, tuned on in tonight. Appreciate that. And got 2 more picks tonight. Continue. How does New York have the 31st pick? And see what Cleveland does. But right now, we'll be back. So stay right here. Here is going to go back out to Robinson, who tries to shoot it up for the 3, and it's going to go on in.
Harden trying to drive, gives it to Allen. Allen loses it, and stolen by the Pistons.
Duncan Robinson takes it back, puts it up. It's going to be Harris.
Out to Mobley for 3. Got it.
Cade shoots up the 3, and it slides on in there. Add 3 to the scoreboard.
Kicks it out to Strus for 3. Got it. What a way to recover. Driving, Mitchell with a spin move back, and it gets the lucky roll in.
The Pistons take it on back, tries to put it up, and it slides on in. Queens 4-3 to end the first.
With a step back 3, got it.
Back out to Robinson, who puts up the 3. It slides on in.
Gets the screen from Strus, a switch. Get back to Strus for 3, and they answer with a 3 of their own.
Cade back out to Harris for the 3, and it slides on in.
Strus, the pass out to Harden for 3. There he goes. Stolen by the Pistons, and now the Pistons have a chance to score as Thompson with the layup and 1.
Back out Duran, back out to Robinson, who puts it up for the 3, and that slides in, but his foot was on the line, making that a 2.
It's going to be the Pistons ball. Asar Thompson with the slam.
Cavs fast movement down the court, and that is going to be Strus who gets it in. I get a fast basket, and it goes in! What a finish!
With 3, he hits it back to the Pistons, and Robinson
brings it up, finds Duran, and Duran's going to put it on in.
They need a 3. They need a shot. It's going to be a deep 3. Goes in.
Ball, and it's going to be the Cavs still loose, and Cavs wind up with it. Jenkins takes it on back and puts it in for the dagger.
Game 1, your score 111 to 101. The Pistons look to be back to that number 1 seed form.
He brings it down. Stolen by Reeves. Back out to LeBron. Finds his teammate. And Hachimura. Pressured by Smart. Reigning Defensive Player of the Year. Shea goes back out to Dort. Up for the 3. Got it. Now Reeves puts it up for the 3. Got it. Puts it on in. As he puts it on in for the 4-3. Now out to Caruso. And Caruso with back-to-back 3s. Mitchell shows up on defense and takes it back. It's going to be Mitchell. Puts it up there and puts it on in for the 3. But it's only a 5-point game. As Hachimura puts it up for the 3. Slides it on in. Or comes up for the basket. Puts it up for the 3. In. Marcus Smart brings it on in.
puts it up there, and it bounces on in. We got a tied game here. I finds Holmgren under the basket, puts it up, and puts it in for the lead. Out there. Gonna loose it, finds Reeves, who puts it up with a 3. It bounces off, and that should do it. Caruso winds up with it. He is fouled, and the Thunder are gonna head to the Western Conference Championship. Welcome back as have a reported trade to the Kings. Now we have the commish heading on out, make the selection for the Kings here. The 29th pick, the NBA draft. Trade has been made to the Kings. The Cavs select player traded for the Kings. Still waiting to see who it was. Reported trade, as it is going to be Alex Kurbana from UConn. The super senior is headed to Cleveland. Number 11. He's been on UConn for a minute, and now he is heading to the Cavaliers. The super senior from UConn is heading to Cleveland, and he's a great weapon. He's been the star of UConn for years, just a leader, a great leader, just a great guy to have in the locker room, and now he is headed to Cleveland to help them out and give them some of that leadership. Now you got one pick left tonight. You have Isaiah Evans, Kerr Pete, Henry Rozier. Who do the Mavs go with here late in this one to end off the night for the final pick? As Dallas Mavericks will be the selecting for pick number 30. You can find many options to help just assist Cooper Flagg. Got Isaiah Evans. Be solid here. Kerr Pete. Henry Vassar. Vassar would be a solid big man for the Mavs, but you gotta see. I don't know when the Celtics are picking. Like, maybe the Celtics, if you could follow the Celtics, I'd take that in Vassar. But yeah, we'll see as Mavericks are on the clock. Last pick of the night, pick number 30, and yeah, just to see something pop up. It looks like Trae Young is officially going back to the Wizards because he sent out a message like inviting Durant Scott to the Wizards, and yeah. So it looks like the Wizards are set in stone for at least this year with Trae Young. But see, final pick of the night as let's see what Dallas is gonna do here to end things off here. Thank you for everyone tuning in. One more pick to go. Dallas Mavericks are gonna end off the night. I'm Ben, so I want to thank everyone who tuned in tonight. Appreciate you choosing me to watch for your NBA draft coverage. Of course, always know everyone mute their TV, and listen to me while watching the live thing on live TV on the thing. But we already got a 30th pick. I'm Silverback out with the 30th pick in the NBA draft. The Mavs, they'll do it. They take Pete here with the final pick. Pete is heading to Dallas from Arizona. He was solid on Arizona. A great pick
to end the night for Dallas. Makes up for their first earlier pick for sure. And that's going to wrap it up for this one, as Pete is the selection here to end off the night. It's Arizona, from Arizona. And that is going to put the New York Knicks onto the clock for tomorrow. Who will they take? Take a look at round 2 quickly before we go. Just see if we can get a draft board for you. More so, I want, yeah. I want to at least see what the Celtics are picking. And see if they got a chance in getting a solid center. They're picking 40th, so if Garcia could fall 10 more picks, which I'd say is unlikely, then we could get him. There's hope. There is hope. But we'll find out tomorrow. Tune in to the draft on ESPN. But that's going to do it for tonight, as Knicks are on the clock for tomorrow. And yeah, that wraps things up. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for tuning on in. Yeah, it was a eventful, exciting night. Not a ton of surprises in the beginning. Surprise of the night, you gotta say Mara to the Thunder. It's gonna be a great weapon for them to have. And then disappointment of the night, the Celtics not getting us big man. What are you gonna say? But that will do it. That's gonna do it for this one. I want to thank everyone for listening. I'm Ben Silk. Have a great night, everyone. And as always, I'm Ben Silk, and I'm out.